Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa! Glorious Thursday here in the arena. Couch feel a little light, but clean. Shout out to our production staff. Got the stains out.
All right.
Swaggy G. I don't know where the stains came from.
Got them stains.
But they have been removed. But we got a lot to discuss today. This is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. We got NBA champion of the world, the studious Swaggy
I got a championship game tonight in my adult league, too.
Championship? Oh, okay. He might become, what, a three-time champion, two times?
For sure.
Swaggy P, Nick Young back
Yeah, you golf?
I went golf today. You know, I'm getting my zen because I got a big game tonight at 8:30.
Wait, you golf too today?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just to get like a little rhythm, a little flow, just to feel good.
here. Active lifestyle.
Are you better than Rashad?
I'm better than everybody on the couch.
All right, next.
Champ.
We have
Tiger Woods hit me up. I was like, damn,
the undisputed best golfer on the couch, representing Tough Crowd and a card-carrying country club member, Mr. B. Brandon Jennings. He's the only one who had a golf tournament.
Thank you.
He's the only one who had a golf tournament.
And I'm the only country club
With
member on the
Marathon
couch.
Burgers.
Get y'all country club member cards up. How about that?
Why?
Golf tournament, Marathon Burgers, the beverage.
Don't come run my shit up.
Got the buddy pass.
Don't come run my shit.
Last but not least, the man they call Cemetery Larry, NCAA champion of the world, Dr. Rashad McCants, PhD. Baseball's back, okay.
That was easy.
Showing love.
Oh, yeah, sure is. Damn, back already, huh?
Dodgers about to
Repeat.
Opening day, baby.
Repeat.
They don't get no break.
repeat. I know black every day. Well, we got a lot to discuss. Here's what's cracking in Gil's Arena today. Jaylen Brown went bucket for bucket with SGA as the Celtics snapped the Thunder's 12-game winning streak. Is Boston proving they're the team to beat in the East? The Wolves came through with the biggest overtime comeback in the play-by-play era to stun the Rockets. We recap the historic comeback and collapse in Minnesota. And Embiid and Paul George were both balling as they made their return to the court for the Sixers. Will Philly turn things around this season? But before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's available in most states, including Texas, California, and Florida. New customers get $50 in bonus entries when they play just $5. To get started, just use code GIL when you sign up, and it'll load instantly. Underdog, make picks, win money with code GIL. And if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we got audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. What is that, bread?
Yeah.
Real breadicini?
Little underdog. I won. I be winning on the low with Underdog. So the promo is real good. Y'all need to go ahead and sign up because I'm leveling up on the app. I ain't gonna lie.
Shout out to them.
I ain't been posting none of my winnings though. When I do, I lose. Can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But big bank, little bank. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm trying to tell you something.
Shout out to Underdog with the pick'ems. Mm-hmm. We got some things to get into. We're gonna start with what I thought was the biggest game of the night. Potential NBA Finals preview. So Thunder and Celtics met Wednesday night for the final time this regular season. OKC riding a 12-game winning streak into Boston. So the last time these two squads faced off on March 12th, SGA passed Wilt for the most consecutive 20-point games in NBA history, led the Thunder to a 2-point win in the big bucket late in the game with Chet Holmgren knocking down the game-winning free throws. So both teams were shorthanded in that matchup. OKC was missing Jalen Williams and Isaiah Hartenstein, and Boston was without Jason Tatum and Derek White. But all four players were available for the rematch, and Jaylen Brown and SGA gave MVP voters another show in what many think has the potential to be an NBA Finals preview. Let's take a look at the highlights if we can, please. So reigning MVP paced the Thunder with 33 points on 10 of 12 shooting. He was 10 for 12 from the line, also had 8 assists. Jalen Williams struggled in his second game back from a hamstring injury after missing the previous 16 games. J-Dub finished with 7 points on 2 of 9 shooting, while Lou Dort and Chet Holmgren were the only Thunder besides SGA to score in double figures with 14 and 10 respectively. Yeah, you see it. OKC led by as much as 11 in the first half, took a 4-point lead into the break, but then the Celtics came out firing in the second half. Jaylen Brown scored 14 of his 31 points in the third quarter, 9 of 17 from the field, and 12 for 14 from the line, putting that foul baiting to use. He had previously said he wasn't rolling with SGA's foul baiting. Gave the reigning MVP a taste of his own medicine in this particular game. Brown also had 8 rebounds and 8 assists. It was his 33rd 30-point game this season, which is tied for 5th most in Celtics history. Jason Tatum added 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists. in the game. So with the Celtics up 6 in the final minute of the game,
right there.
Brown put the nail in the coffin, driving to the cup and getting a bucket over SGA, put the game out of reach. Celtics outscored the league's top-ranked defense 70-56 in the second half. So after the showdown, SGA talked about the intensity of the game, and Jaylen Brown had high praise for his team and his running mate, Jason Tatum.
Every time you play the Boston Celtics, you get a playoff feel. No matter what day it is, no matter who's out there, they're super well coached. They have really good players. They give you, I think it's one of the premier organizations in the league to play against, and they bring it every night, no matter who's out there. Have a culture. They check all the boxes, and that's why they've been successful for the past years. So yeah, it's a game that you see where you really are, and they test you. And we got tested tonight, and we didn't pass it.
I think that game was awesome. I think that the intensity level of the game was very high. Felt like a playoff game. The crowd was into the game. And I felt like that was a great, encouraging game for JT. Like high level, intensity, physical team. And it felt like, that was a step in the right direction. We still encouraging him to get back to that level of aggression that we know and are used to. But I think tonight was a great game of him making the right plays, making the right reads, being physical, and being Jason Tatum. And I think it's a step in the right direction.
That's a great teammate.
That's great. Jaylen Brown, 31 in the game. Tatum, 19, 12 boards, 7 assists. Also had 5 turnovers, but did have 3 steals after 2 shaky performances coming into this matchup. But Swaggy, we will start with you. What did the Celtics show you in their win over the Thunder?
Man, I just don't want to say it, but I gotta say it. I'm like a Boston Celtics fan. Being from LA, but I just love their style of play, the culture they have for sure. They play on both ends, share the rock, and Jaylen Brown's out there. As we want to talk about Wemby being MVP, I think Jaylen Brown should be in front of him. If Boston catch that number 1 spot, you will have to give probably Jaylen Brown that the MVP for sure. The things he was doing out there, you could tell he playing with confidence. He was playing defenses, 1-on-3, doing some Kobe stuff. It was good to see. It was fun to see. It was fun to watch a game that looked like, real basketball. JT finding himself getting more comfortable. He had his spurts where he scored a lot in certain halves. In the second half, you could tell the pace of the game kind of get to him, but he still look like JT, man. So I think Boston gonna be scary. I got them going to the finals for sure.
So before we move on to the rest of the couch, you said Jaylen Brown, if the Celtics can get to the top spot in the East, you think he deserves the MVP?
MVP.
So you think he deserves the MVP over SGA, who also played very well. They split the season series. SGA had 35 and 33 in those 2 games. Jaylen Brown averaged 33, 8 assists, 7 rebounds in 2 games against the Thunder, though.
I would say because people expected OKC to be number 1 or 2. Nobody expected Boston to be where they at. And the things Jaylen Brown's doing with the team he has, not to say that his team was trash because they got an identity, but he got the right role players, the right corner dudes out there. And they gel, they look like they like each other. But Boston getting into that 1 spot, Jaylen Brown for sure should be 1A, 1B. It shouldn't be nobody else in that talk.
Okay. Let's shift over to you, Mr. B. What did the Celtics show you in their win over the Thunder?
Well, they've shown what they've been showing all year. To me, they started off slow. JB, he came in, just took over. They're NBA champions, at the end of the day too. So they also know what's at stake. And I just think, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, they've been in this situation their whole career since they came in. And we saw Jaylen Brown, when he had to play against Luka in the finals, what he did. He took on that challenge. So last night, we already know what time it was with that. They out-rebounded him in the paint, 19-2, second chance points. J-Dub didn't have a good game, so, if this was a finals matchup, you know, J-Dub would definitely play better. It is good to see Jason Tatum out there playing well in a big game like this, but we would have to see it for 7 games. We would have to see it through the playoffs if they do get a chance to play against Detroit or someone like that. But no, it did. It you know, Boston showed up, but can they beat them in the 7-game finals if that happened? I don't know.
Damn.
Have to both get there first, but let's shift over to this side. Rashad, obviously previous year's big Celtics fan, helped guide them to a championship with your fandom. But looking at the Celtics squad now, what they're able to do against this Thunder team, getting this win in this fashion, heard SGA say playoff type feel. Jaylen Brown shared those sentiments. What did the Celtics show you with their win over the Thunder?
It shows me that OKC is not as good as we thought. I think going up against elite teams like Boston, like Spurs, Denver, New York, Detroit, all of these different teams that got defensive presence, they struggle. And it's up to SGA at the end of the day to deliver and take it home. But I think when you have a certain defensive game plan, like the Celtics did, where you got your defensive stopper on them, and you got other guys like Derek White in the help, you got guys like JT back there understanding what to do, and forcing OKC to really produce on other ends of the on the spectrum when it comes to the offensive side, where Lou Dort and Chet are your other guys at 13 and 10, I believe. You're not going to win games like that. Just, you know, hoping SGA goes for 50, and that's what he needed to do for them to win. And I think for Boston, Jason Tatum is doing exactly what he needs to do right now for the team to look the way they need to look going into the playoffs, which is do all the other things. You know, he's not going to come out and give you big scoring nights right now because he's still trying to get his shot together. So a lot of the shots that he's missing could increase on his points per game, but he's doing other things. He's rebounding. The one thing that they've always needed is they needed a solid rebounder, a consistent rebounder. He's passing the ball. He's making the right plays. It's making it easier for Derek White. It's making it easier for Jaylen Brown, of course. But I think for Jaylen Brown, you know, from what Swaggy said as far as Jaylen Brown being the MVP and if they get to number 1 in the East, I think the same thing can be noted for the Wemby in San Antonio as well. They both come from an unexpected place, an underdog place, where we kind of wrote them all off, although I did pick the Spurs in the beginning. But Boston definitely came up from the dirt this year and was able to persevere through all the bullshit, and now they're here. I think Jaylen Brown early on was voting for himself, which to me was premature because we wanted to see the fruits of that labor. So now that we see it, I think he should do a lot more rallying for himself like Wemby's doing. And he has warranted to be 1, 2, 3 at this particular point. But I think it's a good race right now. But I would put Wemby and Jaylen Brown in the front because they play both sides of the ball.
So a question for you, just to that regard.
Who in front of Shea?
Yeah, I'm about to say SGA. I mean, SGA's having a better year this year than he did last year, and they're still number 1.
Yeah, that was going to be my question for the coach. SGA having a better year than he was last year. Jalen Williams, his running mate.
And Jaylen Brown is having a better year
He's
than
not
Wemby.
having a better anything.
I think statistics.
Yes, he is.
Statistics.
Yes, numbers. Yes,
On the
numbers. He is, and his team. Yes.
On the paper,
And he's doing it by himself with
Yeah,
J-Dub.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Joker, and Luka would be 1, 2, 3, right? If it was statistics.
No. I mean, where his team is too. I mean, where's his team?
If it was statistics.
Where's his team?
Yeah.
So if we're not talking statistics, me and your guy wouldn't be in 1 or 2. Jaylen Brown, Wemby wouldn't be 1 or 2 if we're talking statistics.
I'm saying Shea plays both sides, though.
He don't play both sides like the other guys.
Listen,
What
he plays
is-
both sides.
what
Listen,
is
he's
the
top 5.
saying? Yeah,
Skip
about
just
that.
said he's top
Top
5 in
five in-
defense.
Yeah.
He plays both sides, and he's taking his team over, and he's having a better year than he had last year. So I
What
don't
considers him top 5 in defense?
by the numbers,
What numbers?
by the numbers that they have for
What
defense,
numbers do what defense?
by the numbers that they have on defense.
No, I'm asking. So what numbers are they saying that gives him a top 5 defense?
They said he's top 5 defender.
We don't know.
So they said
we do know.
So
hold
what-
on.
so no, ain't no hold on, let him go. Go ahead, no, go ahead, go ahead, Josiah. No, stop making the narrative.
What we do
nigga.
know is
Goddamn.
Wemby.
No, what we do
What
know
is
is that he's
Wemby
top
doing?
5.
What
What we
is
do know is
Wemby
that
doing?
SGA is top 5.
What
in
is
defense.
Wemby doing?
So fuck all that other shit.
Wemby is number 1.
Hey, Josiah.
Wemby is
Good.
number 1.
That's fine.
He's
That's
not
fine.
top 5.
Listen, that's
He's
fine.
number one.
He's top 5, and
He's
the team is number 1, and he's
one.
having a better year than last year.
Number one.
Skip just said it. Like, so what the fuck is he talking about?
Fuck what Skip said.
Shit,
Skip
no,
ain't here to save
your
you.
facts.
Skip ain't here to save you.
Your facts
Skip
are
ain't here
right.
to save
Yeah,
So if the
What
facts
are
are
the
the facts, the
metrics?
facts are the
What
facts.
are the metrics
Shit.
for
Don't
top
paint the
5
narrative
Shea?
that
The fuck,
What
yeah.
is
You're just
Shea?
making a
So
narrative.
Shea has-
Shit, Jalen
What
Brown
does
is
Shea? Let him talk. Let him talk.
Has one of the lowest defensive rating, individual player defensive rating.
And what does that? What does that mean exactly?
So when he's on the court, his defensive rating.
His defense or the team defense?
His defensive ratings.
Thunder have the league's top ranked defense. Chet, I think, is in the top
Okay,
5.
so where is Wemby in top?
Hold on, I'm trying to find.
He's one.
He's number 1.
But he should be. He's 7'6".
Wemby's not
He should be.
Wemby's not having a better year
What the
than
fuck
than
are we
Jalen Brown.
talking about, bro? Oh, he
No,
should
he's
be.
not. Hell
Okay.
no, he's not having
Wemby's
a better
not
year
what?
than-
He's not having a better year than Jalen Brown.
Explain why.
Just off that performance.
The numbers, too.
Just off that performance.
Is that your explanation?
Oh, yes.
Just
All year.
off
all year.
performance?
All year.
All year, Jalen Brown has been playing
Where was
better.
Boston? 11?
Who had higher expectations?
Without Jason Tatum, right?
Or
The
Boston?
Spurs were 10th.
That's fine. But nobody had Boston being there.
Nobody had the Spurs being there.
Man, but Spurs was.
But nobody had a number 2 option go to number 1 and do that either.
Nobody had him in minutes restriction either.
Oh, well, hey, get your minutes up.
I mean, y'all gotta come. Y'all gotta
I mean,
come.
we go-
y'all
I mean,
gotta,
get your
y'all
minutes
gotta
up.
come on, rebuttal
Get
a
your
little bit
minutes up.
better than that. Y'all just
Get your minutes
deflecting.
now. We ain't
You're
got to
just
do all that.
deflecting.
Get your minutes up.
We got.
Ain't our fault you play one.
We number 1 in
What the
defense.
fuck you wanna?
It's not our fault. What?
Fuck you wanna
It's not our fault.
MVP
What?
and you play limited.
Right. That
It's
ain't
not our fault that you don't have your number 2 either.
Shit.
So Chet highest defensive rating.
I don't want to see your hands go up, Nick. What is your hands going up?
Chet
Hey.
highest, Wemby second, but net rating Wemby first, Shea second. So overall net rating.
Wow.
At the guard position.
What at the?
And this motherfucker's 7 foot. You should.
He should be.
Why?
And
He's not number 1.
And he be in foul
Shit.
trouble.
So where is Jalen Brown?
Oh, why you bring him up?
Because we talking about all 3 of them.
Shea is 2. All we know is Shea is 2. All we know is
Oh,
Shea
we
is
know.
2 and
Fuck
number
2.
1.
Who's number 1?
Wemby's number 1. Shea is 2.
Okay, who's number 1?
Shea is 1.
And Shea is number 1 in what?
Okay, C is
MVP
1.
voting.
Shea is 1.
Who's gonna win?
Shea.
Shea. SGA's gonna win. You know that. Come on, man.
Know that? Come on, man.
Just want to argue.
No, ain't no argument.
You
I just
could
know.
put
I
any-
know.
we could put a-
I think
we could bet that right there.
I think the fans know when niggas just have a
But we could
conversation
bet
about
that right
who,
there.
and y'all start deflecting shit
We're not
based on narratives
We're not
and
deflecting
and
anything.
public opinion.
We're talking about
Who's
the
number
numbers.
1?
We're talking
Ain't
about
no
the
stat.
Okay.
What's the stat?
Okay, you said number 1 in
Individual player
defense.
defensive rating.
Number 1 is Wemby.
Okay, that don't mean he gonna win MVP.
Just because you saying okay don't mean it's not right. It's number
That's fine.
1.
Okay, he's number 1 in defense. Okay.
Okay, so what is the?
So
There's
that-
no conversation after
Okay, good.
okay.
Okay, cool. You won that.
Wemby
No, cool. You
Bro,
won that.
what
That
is
still doesn't
okay?
mean- That still doesn't mean he's gonna be
Shea is
MVP.
not number 1 in offense.
That still doesn't mean he's.
Shea is not number 1 in offense.
He having a better
He's
year.
Not
currently
number 1 in
sixth.
offense.
6th in offense, and then second in net rating. Shea.
Okay, and who's 1?
Who's 1?
Luka.
Luka's probably number 1.
Offensive rating is Joker.
Okay.
Joker.
Okay.
Joker,
Oh,
Jamal Murray.
Okay, yeah.
Huh?
1 and 2.
Wemby's 8th.
Oh, 8.
Oh,
Okay, so
shit.
okay,
1 and
so,
8.
So
He
SGA is finishing 2 on both sides, and his team number 1, and he having a better year. All right, next subject.
SGA is where?
What?
In offense?
Hold on.
He said he was 4.
He's at net rating. He is 6th.
6, not number 2, Brandon. You just made
He,
some shit up.
he just said he's number 2 behind
And net rating. So offensive rating.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Net
Come on, don't be pushing. Come on,
He said
listen.
he was number 2.
Y'all niggas listen before you
said 1
respond.
and 2. He's 6.
Who's number
You're
1?
eight.
I said Wemby's number 1,
but
and he's 8. So SGA's number 2 and 6.
So that's better.
So which one better?
Wemby. What the fuck you mean? He is a number 1.
And 8.
Number 1 and 8. Yes.
Defense don't win you offense.
It's half of the game.
I know. It doesn't.
Swaggy.
I know.
It's half of
He know
the
it. He
game.
know it.
What's half of the game?
He know it.
What's half of the game, though?
No, that's what he
you
said.
go down
That's
here
what he
and
said.
you do what?
That's
But
what
I
he
do-
said.
I'm
play
number two
offense.
at
No,
that.
he going off what
come
Wemby
down
said.
here.
That's what Wemby
You
said.
Come down here and you do what?
And I'm number 2 at that.
Okay, so when
number
you
2
can
at
be
that.
all
And I'm
NBA
6'3".
defense
I'm 6'4".
and all NBA offense,
I'm 6'4".
that makes you a complete player, right?
Who's more
And
complete?
Jaylen Brown should be in that discussion too for two-way players. He should make an all-defensive team this
That's
year.
fine.
Doesn't that make you a complete player?
My team
Both
is
sides of the
my team is number 1, and I'm having
so
a better
you
year.
saying Shay's not a complete player?
Not more than Wemby.
Listen,
So 2 and 6.
listen. He shoots a higher
Does it
percentage.
equal out?
Listen,
Does
Wemby shoots a higher percentage from the field than
Does
Wemby,
it?
and
He's the
seven-
point guard. He has the ball in his hand more.
You're 7'6".
has the
Get
ball
your
in
big
his
ass
hand.
down there.
Everybody.
Get your
He
big
has
ass
the
down
ball
there and go
more
get the
than
ball.
everybody.
Taller than everybody.
He has the ball more than everybody.
Who's the star of the team? So your man don't
Right.
not the star.
He
Right.
has
Go
the
get the ball.
ball
Right. Exactly.
more than
He's not the star of the
everybody.
team. So
You're bringing the ball up.
Stop rebelling.
What are you talking about?
No,
You're bringing the ball up. You don't have to pass to nobody.
Pass me the ball. Pass me
You
the ball.
don't
right
have
here.
to pass.
Bring it up and pass me the ball
What are
down
y'all
on the block.
talking about? We have 6 people on our team in double figures.
We do too.
No, you don't.
OKC has how many?
Let's see.
Let me see.
It's just be lying.
No,
I think what Spurs are
But
at
don't
8
check,
right now.
don't lie then, check.
no.
Wait, you said they got 8?
I think Spurs have 8.
Okay.
They might
8? I
7.
said 6, didn't I?
Yeah, so you were wrong.
I said 8.
You said 6, but I think they
Said
have
6.
You said 6. You was wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
So it was more.
Okay, so
How many? It taking you that
3,
long?
4, 5,
What's
6.
wrong?
We got 6 too.
6 in double figures.
Yep.
Thunder have 6.
And if you want to,
Who has
it
more?
would be 8. It's 9.8.
Who has more?
9.8.
Who has
It's
more?
9.8, 9.8.
The last, the 7.
Who has
Man,
more?
that's 8,
Come
dog.
on, man. God damn.
Who has more? Who has more?
It's 8-8.
8-8.
It's 8-8.
What we do on the couch?
Talk a lot?
Ask the chat, is it obvious?
Please do.
What, a 2-on-1?
No, ask the chat, is it
A
obvious?
2-on-1? What the fuck?
Ask-
Regardless of
ask them, put the
What
tomb-
do you
hey, what they
mean?
say,
Y'all
put the
niggas
tombstones
just
in there. Put the
talking.
tombstones
regardless
in
of
there.
debate
Come on,
discussion,
man.
You're gonna be
Spurs,
at the
stop
end of the
it.
season looking crazy as hell
Stop it.
when
I'm the
SGA, when
MVP.
SGA go back to back.
I'm the MVP.
Spurs playing
Is that
much better
I'm
than
the
expected.
MVP.
Wait, is that real money?
I'm the
I'm about to say, we could
MVP.
bet that
Like, is
right
that
there.
real money?
I'm the
Bet
MVP.
Don't
Hey.
bring fake money up here.
I always bring. I'm fake. I'm the fakest nigga up here.
No, you can't
What
be-
you mean?
Shot, that is real money.
No, it's not real money. Of course, nothing I have is
Let me-
real.
let me see.
Everything I have is fake. I'm the fakest nigga up here, and I quit on everything I do. Don't believe nothing I do. I got the quit tag on me. Let's not forget this type of shit.
All right, go ahead.
Okay?
All right, go ahead.
Chad, if
What's
you
the
were-
point of being real
right.
to a bunch of fake niggas?
When he lose,
What's the point of being real to a bunch of fake niggas? I don't have to be real up here. I be fake because it's what y'all like. Goddamn.
Damn, I'm losing.
Huh?
Chad, if you were somebody you know was interested in trying to rob us today and pulling up to the studio, that is not real
It's
money.
not real money.
This is
Do
a
not
Little
run
League
up on
championship
me.
chain. This is a
Do
fake
not run
chain.
up on me.
If somebody,
These are
I'm
fake
broke.
jokes.
Yeah, these are Chinese Louis Vuittons too. These ain't real. Ain't nothing real about me. But let's keep going though. Look, yeah, the Spurs, I picked them. Yeah,
But you look at the
they
Spurs.
doing well. I picked the Boston Celtics. They was doing well. Everybody I picked do well.
So
I ain't
Spurs
never
have
really know.
overperformed this season. I think Celtics have
they
overperformed
won.
this season based on what they were slated to do entering the season.
they won.
But if I would have told you coming in at this point right now that Jalen Williams, SGA's running mate, had only played 28 games this season,
Thanks.
Thunder was still 57-16, top spot in the West, would you be surprised by that, or would you just expect that considering how deep that their roster is?
Surprise. Missing
28 out of the 73
missing
games.
an all NBA, all-star, somebody that's going to average 23, 24 points a game. You won a championship with, and was damn near finals MVP runner-up. And you still number one? That says a lot. That says a lot about not just the SGA, the coaching staff, the team, the culture there. It's all about winning, and they put winning first. So, and that's why I feel like Shea always gonna be mentioned in the category of MVP because OKC been what, number one or floating with number one for the last 4 years.
I think 3 seasons.
So he will be mentioned in the MVP category because they're number
Number
one.
one, yeah.
So why is Joker mentioned in the MVP?
He doing a triple-double.
because
But they're not mentioned in the number one.
no, I get that, but Jokic also didn't Jokic win MVP too when he was 6 seed,
He did win the 6.
and so did Russell Westbrook. So his numbers is the reason why he's still up there.
Jokic,
His production.
back-to-back triple-doubles.
So
So-
SGA
Wemby
is just
was doing that.
team success.
No,
Reason why you
no.
consider
No.
SGA
30,
is 'cause-
he averaging 30.
No,
That's not what-
he's averaging better numbers.
That's not what you just said.
Yeah, team success too. It helps.
So team success
It
is a
does
major
help.
factor.
Yeah, it's number one.
Yeah, they're still number one. Nobody has took SGA from being number one. You got to take it from him.
All right. So Luka's out of the conversation.
Very good basketball player.
Yeah,
should
he's
be out
leading the
of-
league in scoring and number
Yeah.
3.
Huh?
And number 3, leading the league in scorer.
But he's not the team. Not number
Scoring title.
Scoring time.
They are third in the
Scoring
West.
title. That's all.
So
They are third in the
so
West,
He's
though.
not. He doesn't have a chance.
With the 41-year-old third option.
He does have a chance
No, he doesn't have a chance.
because he has better numbers than your SGA guy.
They got a chance if only if OKC
Yes, he does have a
end up
chance. Actually,
losing.
yes.
Only if OKC end up losing. Everybody have a chance.
So out of the next 6 games, if OKC lose 2 out of the next 6,
Which won't happen.
and the Spurs move up,
So that's another valid question here on both sides, East and West. Obviously, Kay Cunningham hurt for the Pistons, but Celtics move into that top spot
what I
in the
told
East.
you.
Spurs move into that top spot in the West.
does that change your conversation?
Does that change the opinion on the
on
MVP
what you
race?
just
at all?
said out of your mouth?
But I said that. Because I
Yeah,
said
you
if
said
Boston
Boston
comes
does
in number
it.
1,
I'm
Jalen Brown.
I'm talking about he's talking about the Spurs. If the Spurs,
But
No.
Boston does it and Spurs do
His
it.
numbers
Both in
are
contention
not
right now.
His numbers don't pop out to me. That's why. He averaged 20.
If the Spurs finish 1 and Boston
Spurs finish 1,
Uh-huh.
does it change SGA's stance on MVP? Because you just put them in there because they're number
I
1.
said that. I said everybody has a chance then if they're not number 1.
If they're not number 1.
Yeah.
But if he stays number 1, nobody has a chance.
Nobody has a chance.
Yeah.
Because of team success.
Because of what he's doing on the
Because
court.
what he's doing on the court.
On both
and he's
sides,
missing
man.
a
Like
star player.
we just said on both sides. What he's doing on the court.
doing on the floor on both sides
Equals
of the
to
floor
number 1.
is not better than other guys who are not number 1.
But whatever
He's having a
doing
better.
is
He won
equals to
MVP.
number
No,
1.
listen, bro. He won MVP last year. He came back and his numbers are better than last year. So what are we talking about?
there are other guys that have better
That's
numbers
fine.
than him.
Congratulations. You finally showed
have
up.
better-
But my
they
team
have-
is still number 1, and I'm doing it without my
has
number
nothing
2
to-
guy.
It has nothing
So what are
to
you
do with
talking
your
about?
numbers. So then it has nothing to do with your numbers. Your numbers are better than
my
last
number
year.
2 guy is not
Right.
here.
I don't care.
Yeah, I
Just
do.
like you
We
just
do
said.
care.
You
We-
just said, I don't care. Great.
No, congratulations
So
on what you're
use
doing.
that same energy.
I am.
We don't
the
care
only
about
way-
your number 2 guy.
And we don't
'cause
care about
Jalen
what you're
Brown didn't have
we
his
don't care
number
about
2.
what you're saying.
Jalen Brown
Like,
didn't
shit.
have his number 2 guy.
He did.
But he's
So what
number
are you
2.
talking about?
But
But-
he's number 2.
Did
He
Jokic
is a better
have better
number.
numbers
So
than
But he's
SGA
number
last
1
year?
and 1 is number 2. That's why I said you got to move to
You're
number 1.
talking about team success, though.
Who was the number 1?
You just talking about SGA's personal numbers being better than last year.
Yes.
Luka's
All over the
numbers
board.
are better than his numbers this year.
Okay.
But they're not number 1.
Don't mean nothing.
Okay.
Jokic's numbers were better than SGA's numbers last year.
Is Joker's number better than his own numbers last year?
The numbers have dipped a little bit, but leading the league in assists and rebounds. Points have dipped a little bit, but rebounds and
Is he
assists.
still at 9 assists? We still need. He's at a triple double.
Yeah, he's at
still at
11
a
assists
triple
per
double.
game.
numbers better.
So if there are other guys' numbers are better than SGA's, even though his numbers went up, does that not mean that you have to use team success to catapult him into MVP?
Number 1.
Am I still number 1?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
What is I'm? What is I'm still number 1?
am
Your
I still
team?
number 1?
You mean your team?
I'm number 1.
Is your team?
I'm number 1 because this is my
Team?
He's number
No,
1.
I'm number
Team?
1. Team,
No matter what
I'm number
you-
1.
Like
So
if
when
you
your team
lose your
moves
star
out of-
player and you still taking your team to number 1, yes, you're MVP.
But when your team moves out of number 1, are you still the MVP?
Are they?
We talking
Are they?
if.
Are
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Now we're talking if.
Yes,
Well, I
that's
thought
a
we
if.
Now
was
we're
talking that on the
if.
couch.
We've been talking it for 4 years.
Now if.
What are you
Now,
talking
if.
about?
Now, if they, we just holding on this conversation.
What are you
for nothing.
talking about?
It ain't no if.
It is 2
It
games
ain't no
back.
if. It
2
ain't no
games
if.
back.
Well, all we know is
2
right
games
now.
back.
All we know is right now.
Boston moves.
All we know is
Boston
right
moves
now.
into.
All we know is right now.
Boston moves
gotta
into.
Man, all I know is right now.
Boston moves into number 1. You're not going to consider Jalen Brown an MVP?
Of course we.
And we have a call in.
So why wouldn't you consider it right now?
Who did?
John, we have a call in question for you. We have a call in question for you.
Call in.
Go ahead.
I'm having a conversation.
He just
I'm having a
said that he's considered an MVP.
Listen, Jalen Brown is considered MVP right now.
Yes.
Me and you just said that it was him and Wemby.
Okay, that's okay.
You and I.
He's over Wemby. I said
You said he was over Wemby.
Yeah.
Okay, boom. Why?
Why are we going to this SGA is still number 1.
I'm asking why.
Nobody expected.
Go ahead, ask your
Brown
question,
to
Gil.
be averaging almost.
Oh my.
So
Oh, that's Bill.
why wouldn't Jalen Brown be over SGA?
Oh my God.
Because they're not number 1.
Oh.
So if the Celtics move to number 1, what?
I said that though.
What happens if they move to
I
number
said
one?
if they move to number one,
In the
Jaylen
East.
Brown-
No, not overall, just in the East.
I said if they move to number one, Jaylen Brown should be 1A, 1B.
All right, hold on. Gil has
Wait,
a
hold on,
question.
wait, look.
Gil is called into Gil's Arena. Our first call-in question. Go ahead, Gil.
Who is ranked number 2 in scoring in the NBA?
Who's ranked number 2 in scoring in the NBA?
Yes.
SGA?
That's
SGA.
Shea, right?
Yeah.
Okay, who is ranked 6 in defensive shares in the NBA? 6. That's Shea also, right?
Oh,
Okay.
defensive win shares?
Okay.
Yeah. So, statistically, he will be the best two-way player in the NBA, actually, because Wemby is 21 in scoring and 1 in defense. So when we talk about can someone pass him if his team is number 1, he's 2nd in scoring, he's 6th in defense, it would be statistically hard for the person he's naming, which is Jaylen Brown, to jump in front of him. Well, Tatum actually is hurting Jaylen Brown because he's soaking up some of them points and some of them rebounds and some of them assists. So Tatum coming back kind of hurts Jaylen Brown just a little bit.
No.
And voters will look at that and say, well, you have Tatum back. This is why you're winning more. So Tatum kind of actually hurts Brown just a little bit. So this is going to be between Wemby, Shea, and Jokic. But one is actually statistically the number 1 two-way player, but no one's giving him that credit because they only think about offense. Bye-bye.
Gil, thank you for calling in. We are in Gil's Arena right now, presented by Underdog. Woo, woo.
He said bye-bye. I mean, basically.
Wasted my weekday minutes.
So he just took your guy right out of the conversation.
Okay.
No rebuttal?
No, he's talking to you. Don't put it on me.
No, nigga, you had Jaylen Brown in the top 3. What you talking about?
Don't flip it this way. Fight back.
When he had Wemby number 2, he just said Wemby, Joker, and SGA, nigga. Did you just not hear what he said?
I don't agree with that, though, what Gil said about Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
I don't at all.
I think it helps him.
Okay.
So that's just
I
my
told
thing.
you
I
my
think it helps him because if you're trying to get because how many games they're back?
I think 4.
4 games back? How many games back?
4? Oh, my bad.
So.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Well, anyway, that's our
4,
show.
5, 6,
We got so
7,
much
8.
pulling up. Thank you to Gil for calling in
10
to Gil's
games left.
Arena.
10 games left and they back 4?
10 games left.
And they got
10 games left. 2 games back.
And what McCauley hurt?
Since the new metric is your team got to be number 1 to win the MVP.
it don't.
That's gonna be a cold. It's gonna be.
It don't. I just
What
said
now?
Jokic. I just said Jokic won MVP being number 6.
Hey, tell them boys, put them tombstones in the chat. And then we still kill them, boys. Good shit.
Put the tombstones
Yeah,
in the chat.
Hey, so Celtics 4 games back are really 5
Put
because
the tombstones in the chat. Are you scared to come get buried? We don't play that type of scary ass shit.
Celtics 4 game back in the East, but
Don't be
technically
scared.
5 because the
Show up
Pistons
to
have the
work, nigga.
tiebreaker. So
Damn, okay, so you got some games.
with 10 games left to go. Spurs only 2 games back. Spurs own the tiebreaker.
And you
with
got
the
to talk
Thunder.
about those teams that they got to play that's left.
Boy, they got some.
They
They,
have
got some
They got
games
Detroit.
left.
They got the Knicks.
Lakers twice.
They got the Lakers.
Clippers,
I think
Denver.
the Lakers gonna.
Did y'all say the Lakers like, okay,
Yeah,
we back.
that's gonna be a
We
good
back.
game.
We back.
They might drop a few games.
Well, there was no Lakers discussion today, even though Luka had 43. It was against the Pacers, so you know the rules. But good to hear them brought up. So yeah, I'll give you the remaining games. They got the Hawks, who've been playing very well. Charlotte. So they got Hawks, Hornets, Hawks. Then they got the Heat and Bucks and Raptors. Then the Hornets again. Oh wait, this is Celtics. Let me give you Thunder. I'm tripping. Forgive me, chat. It's a tumultuous day.
Spurs got the easiest
So
schedule.
Thunder have the Bulls, Knicks, Pistons, Lakers, Jazz, Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, and end the season against the Suns at the crib on April.
Spurs got
They
an
gonna
easy.
drop 3 of them games, bro.
Who?
OKC gonna drop 3 of them games.
Nah.
The Spurs got Milwaukee,
Lakers
Chicago.
twice, Detroit,
Lakers
Knicks,
twice. They get
and the Clippers. They might drop that Clipper game. That'd be a
They
game
got
they
Nah.
should win.
Warriors.
SGA not lose to the Clippers.
Meanwhile, Spurs have the Bucks, Bulls, Warriors, Clippers, Nuggets, Sixers, Blazers,
They gonna lose
Mavs,
2 of those.
and end the season with the Nuggets.
The Spurs gonna lose 2 of
Oh,
those.
in the season with the Nuggets?
So they got 2 games against the Nuggets left on the schedule.
They gonna lose 2 of those. They gonna lose to the Clippers and Denver one.
They might lose to Denver twice because Denver's still fighting.
You just say shit. Yeah, go.
You know what I'm saying? They all gonna be fighting. So
You said the Lakers. You said the OKC was gonna lose some of the games.
So,
Because it's a real matchup, man.
Rashad, we asked the
It's a
chat.
real matchup.
The
We asked the
Clippers
chat.
can't match up to the what, Spurs.
We asked
And
the chat,
Denver
is
don't
it
have
obvious?
That's sick.
70% of the chat say yes.
70?
70% of the chat said
It's
it's
obvious.
Thank you.
boy.
I knew it.
So Spurs have the 20th hardest schedule.
I knew it.
Celtics have the 11th hardest.
Girl,
Thunder
you
have
see how
the
now all of a sudden niggas know my shit? They know how my shit work.
Thunder have the
Put my
second
shit on the
hardest.
screen, and now they know how my shit work. You gonna know how my shit work? My shit work for me. 70%.
Thunder have the second hardest remaining schedule in
Niggas, what y'all?
the NBA. Spurs have the 20th hardest.
Start talking
Better
about it.
stop talking.
There's possibilities, but this is the Thunder. So let's get back to the Celtics if we can. Jaylen Brown been balling this season and taking it up a level as of late. In his last 5 games as the Celtics' #1 option, Brown averaging 33 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, playing 37 minutes. Tatum has looked shaky at times, but overall very solid, all things considered. In his 9 games since returning from the Achilles injury, he's averaging 19 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. And shot, like you mentioned earlier, Nikola Vucevic should be returning from his right finger injury in the near future. So when you look at this, what's the Celtics ceiling if Jaylen Brown and Tatum continue to play at this level? Swaggy, you think championship?
I think championship.
Shot, you think the Celtics are a championship level team?
Finals for sure. Finals for sure.
I think they match up perfect with OKC. The same type of talent off the bench. The same type of like defenders, and they watching that game yesterday. They like to hit the corner guys for shots, and it's up to them. If they knock them down, that's how both teams win. OKC was missing a lot of them open threes yesterday. So.
They're silly.
And it's who was taking them too.
Yeah.
Like who are you leaving open?
Yeah.
Who you willing to
I mean, they're silly.
leave open?
I mean, they could win the East, but I think they'll struggle with Detroit a little bit. Detroit ain't
Not no more.
with K coming back
K ain't got a lung, so
around that time, around the Eastern Conference Finals.
they gotta get there.
They gotta
first.
get there.
I mean, yeah, but so do Boston. If they get to the finals and they meet up with OKC, I think it helps OKC because if it ends the way it ends now, if it's the way it is right now, if it ends the way it is, OKC would have home court advantage, and I think that helps them.
But here's the other side on the Celtics front. Knicks are the 3rd seed right now, half game behind the Celtics, but I believe the Knicks hold the tiebreaker over the Celtics. So Celtics.
So he can't get.
What's the standings right now?
So you got Pistons got a 4-game lead.
New York being quiet.
So Pistons are 52-20. Celtics 48-24, so they're 4 games behind. Knicks are 48-25, so they're 4.5 games behind. Then you got the Cavs are 7.5 games behind, and then 5 through 7 is tied too, but they're all battling for that area.
So what is our matchup? If we hold this down all the way through to the playoffs, what would be our matchup?
If the Celtics finish 2,
Yes, right now, where it stands right
No,
now.
but they
What's-
wouldn't because
what's
they're
the ma-
half
what's
game.
the playoff?
But they're half game back, right? So
Philly.
so New York would be 2, right?
but if the Celtics,
The tiebreaker because of the tiebreaker.
yeah, but if the Celtics can hold, they would play either
Philly.
some combination of the Hawks, Raptors, Sixers,
They all
Heat, or
tied.
Hornets. They're all in
Back
Magic
and
too.
forth. Okay.
They gonna play in.
So I'm thinking the Sixers could be
It's like 2.5 games separating 10 and 5.
a
right?
surprise team, whereas you got Boston, Detroit, New York, and then who's that 4th team that's gonna go in there and surprise? Because you got Cleveland,
Cavs, potentially
you got
Hawks.
Toronto.
Hawks have been rolling.
Who else?
You got Sixers too,
Philly,
potentially.
Sixers.
They're a game behind Toronto, right?
Yeah, it's a very tight from 5 to 10 in that East. 1 to 4.
And it could be some upsets. I'm just thinking of upsets as far as everyone thinking they can get to a certain level.
Cavs pretty much, think they got that 4th spot locked up. So 1 through 3 is intriguing.
Who they looking at playing if they
Some combo with the Hawks, Raptors. I mean, there's a lot of
Hawks,
teams.
Raptors.
A lot of teams kind of vying for that 5th spot.
Cleveland could come out.
I like Cleveland.
Cleveland could
I
come.
like
watch out.
Cleveland could
Cleveland
come
my
out.
second team.
Cleveland?
They surprised.
I got them.
You see what happened?
I got them before Detroit right now.
You got them for real?
I was high.
I
I got-
I was high on them
actually
at-
like that. They're
Yeah.
on paper. They definitely are better
And
than
they
Detroit.
chilling.
on
They
paper,
creeping. They
100%.
So they just lost to
laugh.
Miami yesterday.
Who was out?
17.
Was somebody out? They had a full strength.
Who's the most viable option to come out of the East and give the Western Conference team, whether that's the Thunder, Spurs?
James and Donovan Mitchell played,
I would say Boston.
and Evan Mobley.
You think Boston Swag?
So
Boston the team to beat in the Eastern Conference, you guys feel like?
is Boston the team to beat?
Yeah.
Boston or New York?
I got to
One of them two. I think, one of them two. I'm not sold on Detroit right now.
Me neither.
Depends on when Cade come back.
Even when Cade come
Even when
back, I'm
Cade
not
come
sold
back.
on them. I'm not sold on them. I think they're a good team. I don't
For
think
sure.
they're gonna beat
Yeah.
a fully chemistry Cleveland team.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck going on with New York. For real, I really don't trust them. They up and down. I can't trust them. But Boston, between Boston and Cleveland, I'm taking one of them two, and then I'll go third strong Sixers. I feel like Sixers full strength. They might have some shit
Fuck no.
for sure.
They just gave up 130-some points
They had
yesterday to a team that's
157.
to a team that's tanking.
157.
Hell no.
But that Bulls
It's
team
a
just beat the
shootout.
Rockets
Man,
too.
watch out.
Hey, they beat the
Man,
Rockets too.
Man, listen, to a team that's tanking and you got that full, and you give up 100, man, watch out.
But you scored
And
100.
no Maxey either. No Maxey.
That's fine. You still
That's our main guy.
don't.
All right, well,
Our main guy.
let's shift over to the Western Conference, if we may, for another thrilling game last evening, arguably the best game of the night. Rockets and Wolves met in Minnesota Wednesday in a game with huge playoff implications. Houston entered the game 6th in the West, with the Wolves one spot ahead of them with a half-game lead for that 5th spot. Wolves were once again without Anthony Edwards, who's dealing with knee inflammation but expected to return soon. So the Rockets trailed by 11 points with 3:37 remaining in the game before going on a 13-2 run to send it to overtime, and led by 13 in overtime with a little under 3 minutes remaining. But then this happened. Let's take a look at those overtime highlights, if we may, please. So the Wolves mounted a furious comeback, and this was without Jaden McDaniels, Naz Reid, or Rudy Gobert, who were all off the court at this point. Julius Randle held down the fort, 24 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Dante DiVincenzo also big in that rally by the Wolves, had 5 of those 15 points, including this big 3 to tie things up. So Randle hit the go-ahead jumper with a little under 9 seconds remaining to cap off that game-closing 15-0 run. Rockets had a chance to even things up. Durant got fouled. So Houston was 23 for 23 from the line at this point when Durant stepped up, but Durant missed the first free throw, intentionally missed the second free throw. Rockets got possession of the ball back with 1.1 seconds remaining, but unable to get a shot off as the ball was tipped. Rockets allowed the largest overtime comeback in the play-by-play era. So just to recap what went down in this thriller, Jaden McDaniels left the game with a little over 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Rudy Gobert fouled out with 9 seconds left in regulation. Naz Reid got ejected by Scott Foster under some extremely questionable circumstances early in overtime. And the Rockets blew a 13-point lead to a Wolves team missing their franchise player. Season series now tied with the final meeting on April 10th. So, Shai, when you look at this game, what are your biggest takeaways from the Wolves' historic overtime win over the Rockets?
It seemed like the turmoil in Houston is getting stronger and stronger, man. It's looking real nasty. Ever since that burner shit came out, my nigga, they shit been going crazy. I don't understand it. It's stagnant. The defensive rotations, closeouts, guys coming across the lane, running back in transition defense, stopping the ball, straight line drives. Oh, man, boxing out. Man, guys don't box out at all no more. I think the Wolves took advantage of all of those things, but I just think it's Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem for sure. KD, it's not normal for him to miss them free throws in crunch time like that. I think he's known to go in and step up and just do what he's supposed to do to take it into double OT. But I don't know, man. It just feels off. Feels off. We're talking to Gerald McCoy a lot. He loves Houston, and he feels the same way. Like there's something going on with the energy of the team that they ain't getting it right. So they need to figure something out because it's starting to look a little grim over there.
Looking at a little question. So KD took the blame for the loss. Said he should have made those free throws. Also had 6 turnovers in the game to trick that one off. But Mr. B, when you look at this game, Wolves' historic comeback, tricked off a lead in the fourth quarter, overcame a 13-point deficit in overtime, like I mentioned, without McDaniels, Reed, Gobert. Ant-Man did not play in the game.
Yeah.
Ayo Dosunmu also did not play in this game.
Yeah. Houston is overrated. And they are an early exit in the playoffs. I'm gonna just be honest. I mean, you playing like that, and they don't have their best player. They went on a 15-0 run to finish. KD was 9 for 22. They don't have a point guard, so it's easy to just double KD. So we know what's going to happen in the playoffs. I'm gonna just double KD at this point because can't nobody hit shots or do anything like that. But yeah, man, it's just I just feel like now looking at that game, they're just overrated. Like they were never that top team like that to me. I know KD is a big name, so that draws. But last year, I mean, I just feel like maybe them youngins just needed another year.
I said that too.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's over there in Phoenix. He's balling. He's doing his thing.
Jalen Green.
Yeah. Like he's put up some numbers. So I'm just saying, like, maybe you guys were better last year, and you just the youngins in the team just needed another year.
Do we feel like it's a team chemistry issue? Obviously, there was that situation that went down during the All-Star break where reports of a burner belonging to Kevin Durant making some interesting comments about some of the players on the team, including Şengün, Jabari Smith. Rockets are 10-9.
Şengün not even the same.
Since the All-Star break.
I seen Şengün last
Yeah,
year.
what's
That
his
team
number?
last
What's
year was better
Şengün's
than
number
this
since the break?
You think that team last year was better than this team this year?
It just looked more.
Yeah,
it just looked like because they were
It's
young.
the
Like,
look.
oh man, give them a couple.
The feel of the energy that they had. Was
I feel like they gave up on them young, but they didn't give up on Boston and all these other teams that were staying young. And it's like, well, just give them. I mean, you was 2, you went against, like just.
Think about what he's saying, though.
I
Like,
know.
what was they missing last year that stopped them from being number 2? What they got out first round? It was the first round exit, right?
Yeah, and they were number 2 like half the year,
So
right?
they just didn't have experience.
Well, the biggest thing that everybody thought they were missing was a go-to guy in those clutch moments.
but
Jalen Green.
Jalen was stepping up. He was starting to become.
struggled in that series
guy.
against
he
the Warriors.
struggled?
Yeah, he did.
But was that his first playoff series?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Experience
Right?
is the best teacher. So he get that experience, come back next year, and they crown him or Şengün one of our go-to guys.
Şengün, I'm going through.
You get rid of Dylan Brooks as well, who
Defensive guy.
I'm not
having
even
a career has been hurt, obviously.
I mean, but I get it. It's Kevin Durant, so it's hard
I'm
not.
not to say
But
that team was better.
Huh?
That team was not better than this team. Last year?
Better pieces.
Bro. So you give up like
Because they had a lot of
first all,
talent, bro.
Dylan Brooks is over there hooping.
Dylan Brooks
he's
having a career.
He's having a
All-star
right now.
type year.
Shit, what the
All-star
fuck?
type
Yeah,
year.
like so.
Did you see the shots they was taking last year?
Last year, but look what they're doing, like, bro. That was their. It's just I don't know.
And Brooks really helped set the culture and identity of this Rocket squad. Him and Ime came in together. Obviously helped turn this.
That was it
Rockets
right
team
there.
around.
Getting rid of him.
But really, Fred VanVleet obviously going down with the injury. Starting the season. Rockets never really addressing that need for a true point guard, kind of just riding through it.
For sure. I mean, he's
Point guard by committee.
But Jalen, I mean, bro, they over there in Phoenix. Like, I mean, I know where they're at, but still, like, they can. If they're playing like that in Phoenix, imagine them playing like that in Houston.
That ain't no knock to KD though, because we talk about before they got KD and once they landed them, it's like, all right, we're expecting this because you got KD. And my whole gripe was, what happens with the chemistry? It changes the whole dynamic of the team from where they was last year. A bunch of young guys trying to prove themselves amongst each other. I can play, you can play, we can play. Now you got a veteran guy that's like, hey man, just throw me the ball when it's time. Y'all move out the way and I'll pass it to you when you open. Now he's like at the top of the key, like they doubling me. Y'all got to make plays, and they like, bro, this your shit. You supposed to be making the plays. What you mean? Well, don't put the pressure on us now. We brung you in to do the shit.
So last year they were second, 52 and 30. This year they're 43 and 29. They're 6.
And they were second.
Last year.
Yeah,
Second last year in the West.
All the numbers, all everything.
But that
I'm
team's
just
not better than this team.
No, I get the names. I get.
But why would you say this team is better though? Explain why this team is better than last year's team.
Same reasons. They like Phoenix. I feel like last year the reason why they traded the guy Green, the shots he was taking, like he was shooting all threes. Like he never really went to the hole. He got in his head. Once your star player going 0 in games, come on, man.
Nick,
Like,
so you think that
can't-
Houston traded Jalen Green because of shot selection
for sure.
and not because they had an opportunity to get Kevin Durant?
The way they traded him, it was based off if he was making shots. Every time his games was, if Jalen Green making shots, you keep him. Same way with Cam Thomas. They were treating Green like Cam Thomas to me.
So you mean to tell me any team in the NBA, if their player was hitting shots, you saying he wasn't?
Your star player,
Hold
it
on.
should be. It
Hitting
should
shots,
be
right? They got out the first round.
Hold on. Let's just say
Your star
there's
player.
another team other than Houston, no Jalen Green. Their star players hitting shots, doing what they need to do. You don't think they're gonna trade for Kevin Durant?
What?
Any team in the NBA that's got a good player
no.
that's hitting shots, whatever. You don't think if we have an opportunity to bring Kevin Durant in,
No,
that they're not
I'm
gonna?
not trading my star player. If I got so that's like saying Ant-Man. You'll trade Ant-Man for fucking KD.
But we're not Jalen Green, not an Ant-Man. I'm talking
was
about a guy
supposed to
like.
be there.
No. Come on, bro. You're going.
So
too
he
far.
wasn't a star. Jalen Green's not considered the.
Sengun was considered their star, bro. That's like considering saying we would have traded Kevin Durant for Sengun. The reason they traded for Jalen
Wait,
Green
Jalen Green went
is
too?
Jalen Green was
Jalen Green
their
went too,
star,
though.
bro.
Yeah, they both signed. They both signed
Yeah.
big extensions. I think coming in
they
that
was
season.
they
Sengun
star.
was their
Yeah, he was.
franchise,
He was their
though.
star. He was their.
No, Jalen Green.
was
No,
too.
when Jalen Green came.
He was the
on.
expendable guy.
No, he
remember,
wasn't.
because Gil was talking about how he should have been traded for. Went to New York for Brunson. He's a more attractive star. He can do all this other stuff. And I'm like, Jalen Green hasn't proven that yet. Sengun comes in as a big guy that's giving you double shit. He's giving you Jokic feel. You would rather go with a guy like that. You keep him and you expend him. But what I'm saying is for KD, you're going to move this piece regardless because it's KD.
Nah, I'm not.
They
I'm
got
not moving my young
oversold.
star. I'm not moving my young star for
Hey,
KD.
Phoenix wanted to get off KD regardless, but they sold it to the fucking Houston Rockets as they was desperate of trying to figure out how to get back.
They needed to go to guy. But you look at Jalen Green in the 2025 playoffs, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 37% from the field. Had the one good game against the Warriors in that 7-game series where he dropped 38. But other than that, didn't score more than 12 points in any of the other 6 games in that series. So if
But
you're
what
the
are you
Rockets,
saying, Nick? This is his first time. You don't give up on
My
that.
second pick in the draft. My second pick in the
You don't
draft.
give up on
Yeah,
that.
Boston did do that to Jason Tatum and them.
No, you don't give up on that unless-
The coach is a defensive style of coach. And the way
So
he
where
was
is it
playing
at?
Jalen
Yeah,
Green-
because you went and got Kevin Durant. That's
Right.
not defense. What are you talking about?
It's
better
just scoring. It's
No, it's
more,
not.
It's more effective scoring. They went for a more
You
of
got
effective
rid
scoring.
of Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green, a defensive
The way they
player
was
in a
playing
20 point per
Jalen Green
game.
was if he makes shots, you keep him in, and that's your star. If he misses, you take his ass out early. You don't do your star player like that. So the Ryan was on the wall all game,
Right.
and the way he was getting treated in that Warriors series was crazy too.
But who do we have on our big?
How's he playing this
We
year?
got good players though.
I don't know.
We got a bunch of
I ain't
guys.
watched him. He,
How's
was
he
hurt,
playing this year?
he was hurt half the season.
he missed
This
a
season,
substantial amount of
with
time.
the Suns, he was.
So Jalen Green's only played 25 games this season, but he's averaging 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 41% from the field,
Okay, so that
31% from 3.
that metric right there, Jalen
But
Green
even
comes to
without
the
him-
Suns. He's averaging the same amount,
No, he was averaging 20 in Houston.
18, 20,
But
right?
you got Dylan Brooks who came and played 50 games so far. He's been hurt, but he's averaging 21 career high. So I think
So
So if it's your star player, wouldn't he have crazier numbers in Phoenix?
He should.
But he don't.
That's why they got rid of his ass.
They got rid of him because we could get KD. We would expect that KD could take us over the hump. But he has us at 6. Jalen Green had us at 2.
Man.
Jalen Green and Dylan.
And Dylan Brooks. 2 guys had us at 2. This guy got us at 6. How was the team not better last year?
I mean, from the numbers.
Let's stop.
They were better last year.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, from
but
point-
he's refuting it without he's breaking it down.
from
Just
point-
break it down, bro.
I mean,
we
from-
get you want to go on the opposite side, but just break it down
it's
why it
not.
makes sense.
I mean, from points they were 14th.
It makes sense to trade
Opponent
for KD,
0.6.
for sure. That's-
Net rate
that's what it was.
4.6. Last year, this year they're 21, 4, and they're 3.9.
Are
net
they in
rate.
front
So
of
they're
Phoenix?
down.
They're down.
Are they in front of Phoenix?
They're 6. I believe the Suns are 7.
Okay.
They're 6 and the Phoenix is 7th?
They're 6, Phoenix is 7. Last season, if you guys care, Suns were 11th.
Thank you.
Rockets were 2nd.
So we basically broke even. No. If it finishes like this year.
That's actually way nastier. First of all, Phoenix was 11.
Phoenix
with
went from
KD.
11 to 7.
With KD.
The Rockets went from 2 to 6.
Bro.
But I'm saying like we're 6-7. Like
I'm just if I'm the Suns, I'm happy with that.
but that's what I'm saying.
I'm the Rockets,
I'm not happy with that move.
Why I said
for
they're
sure.
overrated. Like this wasn't a good move.
Those numbers don't add up at all. For real.
So we saying that.
But no Fred VanVleet for the entire season. I think that's the bigger issue. They did not address that need. They had.
Ain't no Dylan Brooks over there.
Roster issues that prevented them from being able to do so. But
ain't no Dylan Brooks over there either though. So that was the head of the.
So you saying if that team they would be 2 this season? You think that team that Houston had last year would be
if
2?
they kept it together,
They would be 2 right now.
I think so.
They'd be top 5.
Top 3.
They'd be top 5.
Top 3.
Top 5.
Keep it real.
Top 5.
Top 3.
Man.
Top 3.
What you mean, man? Man, what? How did they get to number 2?
They got the same team.
How did they get to? How would that team last year get to number 2 and not be able to get back to top 5?
Man. I'll just ask a simple question. Would that team be still number 2?
Yes.
That team would be number 2?
No, they'll be top 5.
Top 5. I'll give them 4. I'll give them 4.
All right, would they be number 2?
They will be higher than the Houston Rockets right now.
No.
They'll be higher than this team today.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
They will be higher than this.
I'll give you that because Spurs. Because I'm still putting Spurs at number 2.
But they won't be number 2.
Probably not.
Okay.
No, not over the Spurs.
Let's take a deeper dive into this Rocket squad this season. Played the second most clutch games. They have 41 clutch games this season. Second to the Mavs, we've had 42. 19 and 22 in those games. They've now suffered back-to-back losses to the Bulls and Wolves. League worst 1 and 7 in overtime games this season. 2 and 4 in their last 6 games. With Ime Udoka previously saying his team needs to, quote, stop bullshitting. So how concerning are the Rockets' continued struggles, not only the season, but really in clutch time when it's winning time?
KD's second time missing a free throw this year. OKC, the first game of the season.
You see how he missed them free throws?
You could tell
missed the first one, but had to miss the second. They were 23 for 23 from the line at that point.
When it's short like that, you're nervous.
Yeah,
when
that
it's short
felt like
that,
a nervous.
Yeah, you're nervous for sure.
Second one he missed intentionally, trying to set it up. Actually did get the ball back 1.1 seconds. Inbounds pass got deflected, so they did not get a chance to try to tie the game. But I think more concerning, you have a 13-point lead in overtime against a Timberwolves squad missing 5 of their top 7 players that point.
Don't forget, Rudy Gobert is out there moving them puppies.
Yeah, but I'm saying he fouled out, blocked KD's shot.
Hey, he's moving them puppies
in the regulation. They got a foul on the very next play, but 5 or 7 Wolves not in the game at that point in overtime. 5 of their top 7, excuse me.
That's crazy. Them corners stepped up. Shout out to the corner niggas. Devin DaVinci, what's his name?
Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, Dante
Devin
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo.
Devin DaVinci.
We would call him Devin DiVincenzo.
Sound like a porn name.
Balling.
Going Pornhub and be like Devin, Double D, Devin
DeVonto.
That do sound like some wild shit. Like
he gave him some Double D.
Damn.
Okay, well.
They call him Double D. What's his real name?
Double D for a reason.
Yeah. What's his real name? Devin DeVonto.
He did give
Shit,
some Double D. Pause.
Sorry.
Shit. No, it's fine. This is your day, gentlemen. Y'all free to do whatever.
It's 3 of us, but we hold it down. I think we holding it down
It's like
today.
teacher day.
We do what we gotta do.
Like we hold it down. We doing what we gotta do. Shit.
I fuck with the Wolves' competitiveness though. I think they wanted that game.
They're early exit too, though.
They are.
They
can be. I'm not gonna say they are. I'm saying they can be.
So let's talk Wolves just a tad. 10-5 without Ant-Man this season. 4-1 in this latest stretch with him with knee inflammation.
Not bad at all.
Got Ayo Dosunmu, Bones Highland been playing very well in his absence.
Yeah, the team is playing well right now, which is good for the team
back in the mix.
because this is a crucial time of the season. But when that playoff come and that boy come back, y'all definitely gonna need him, and that ball gets heavy in the postseason. So, yes, you're playing well right now, which is good. Thank you. Keep going, but early exit.
I don't know. They've been making it to the Western Conference
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. So
It's a different year. Because them Spurs came out of nowhere.
You can't say it's a different year.
No, it's a different. Them Spurs is two. Them Spurs wasn't even thought of last year, so that's a big.
No, you got to factor that in. Come on.
They weren't even there last year.
Oh, we factoring that in now, but
no, just fact. What is he saying? He's saying the teams that you wouldn't expect to give you a challenge are now a challenge. The Spurs wasn't giving the Timberwolves a challenge the last 2 years. Now it's someone in front of you to get to where you just came from. Mm-hmm. It's a couple teams now that are better than they were the last 2 years. That
went off of last year, Houston team being number 2.
Yeah.
No, right.
So that team is not in front to give them a challenge no more. They just beat them.
Houston was number 2 and Houston's number 6. So that's why we're saying they're going back.
What Minnesota did last year, they can't do. What
we're saying is the Spurs wasn't even but the Spurs wasn't even thought of last year being in the playoffs. They're number 2 now. So now they got a chance to actually go win a championship.
Y'all got to change something.
Get to the Western Conference.
Timberwolves were 6 last year though. To the Western Conference.
Oh yeah. The number. Okay. So what are they now?
Number 6.
I think 5 still.
5, 6.
Yeah, they'll probably finish 6, 7.
And where would they get to?
They got a chance.
That means they got to play the Spurs first round if they finish 7.
Worry about the fucking Spurs.
You better be fucking worried about the Spurs. You better be worried about the Spurs.
Last year.
The Spurs.
They're the Houston Rockets of last year.
Who is?
The Spurs.
The Spurs been 2 battle tested.
Number 2.
The Spurs been 2 battle tested.
Number 2, Young, same thing. Houston Rockets.
The Spurs been 2 battle tested.
Houston Rockets.
Who did the Houston Rockets have last year?
Y'all just said the motherfuckers was
They
great.
didn't have Wemby. They didn't have Wemby. Victor Wembanyama.
You said Jennings is an all-star.
No, you said that. No, you said that. You said Jalen Green.
They got D-Fox over there.
You said they're better than KD and all these motherfuckers.
Right now, all them right now.
Number 2.
The Houston team right now, they're better.
They're young.
San Antonio, number 2.
Houston.
You can't even compare them to Houston, nigga. You know why? Because you got Victor Wembanyama.
How old
you did not have a Victor Wembanyama on the Houston team.
And D-Fox, that can make
sense. And Castle.
How much
Castle, like you got motherfuckers that
Dylan Harper. Come on, man. You ain't had that.
How much
you ain't had that
on average last year?
Nay. Give me a second. 19, 10, and 5 assists.
Get the fuck out of here.
St. Average 19 last year?
19, 10, 5 assists. Made his first All-Star game.
Get the fuck out of here, Swag.
Move
the fuck around, Swag. Take a sip of that fucking red carpet shit over there.
Jalen Green last season averaged 21 points, 5 rebounds.
Boom. Same thing.
What's the boom for?
They young, stupid. They gonna get their ass whooped.
Don't have Victor.
They young.
They don't have.
You act like Victor averaging 30. He averaged 24 points.
In 29 minutes, though, so that should increase come postseason.
Bro, stop.
You see his supporting cast, though? Like, you
stop.
You see how he was getting it? Okay,
stop. You're trying.
They're young.
They are young, but
they're not tested.
They haven't been tested all year?
We know you get nervous.
Not playoff tested.
We know you get nervous. We know when you get nervous, you just say shit.
No, because you just moving. You can't move the goalpost for a Houston team, and now that the Spurs in the same situation.
This first team is better than that Houston team that was number 2 last year.
They have Victor Wembanyama, bro.
This Spurs team is better than that Houston team that was number 2 last year.
So the Spurs, the Houston wouldn't be number 2 then, right?
We said that. You just agreed that last time.
So this year, I got Wemby and them getting out the first round.
And I got them not.
Okay.
Who they play first, though?
We'll see.
Come on, man. This nigga don't want to shake up. Shake up.
Just bet.
Anybody but Phoenix. Anybody but Phoenix.
What that mean? Hold on, what that mean?
No. Fuck. I don't give a fuck because they have no playoff experience. So I'm just betting they get out the first round.
That's the shake.
They have
don't move the goalpost now. Don't move the goalpost now. No experience, nigga. You just said they out regardless. He don't want that bet.
All right.
He don't want no bet.
Wemby Castle has no
bet.
playoff experience. Obviously, De'Aaron Fox has playoff experience.
No.
Luke
Who would they play this
favorite backup, but hater of matchups.
No bet.
Okay, I'm just saying.
He's scared.
I don't care who they play against. You said they not getting out the first round. They getting out the first round, and they better than that Houston team from last year.
Bet it, Nick.
I bet.
Bet.
Only if they play.
Why you keep over here?
I don't care who they play.
Why you keep doing that?
If they play the Clippers at that 7th spot, I bet.
You saying they'll lose?
The only team they only gonna beat is Phoenix.
Everybody else they can lose.
Everybody else they gonna get their ass whooped. Dog walk. Houston.
Okay.
Lakers.
So anybody finish 7?
Denver.
So anybody finish 7 besides who?
Besides Phoenix.
Okay.
Anybody in that thing.
So if they go up against Phoenix, you saying they gonna win?
All right, so
they
that's
got
the bet.
Jared. They playing against Green.
All right,
They
not
playing
just the
against
Clippers.
Green.
All right. I want. Hey, listen. I'm bougie. I want Nobu, dog.
Whatever.
care.
That's what
A very fine
I
restaurant.
don't care.
So
I don't care.
if I win, I get to go with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wherever you want to go.
I want to go to a brothel, like where Lamar Odom went.
The Bunny Ranch.
Yeah, the Bunny Ranch.
I can't do that. I can't. I mean, I'm not.
I can send you.
You can stay in the car outside.
Yeah, stay,
Okay.
you can stay in the car, but just send me in.
Put an ankle monitor on your Swaggy just to make sure
Yeah.
you have a pulse.
I always wanted to know where it was. So.
I don't know where it's at.
Sick.
I just got back. I ain't gonna lie. I know where it's at. I just got back. But listen.
Waffle. What is
So you did take a trip to Sin City.
So just take you there.
for the
Yeah,
NCAA
just drop me off in the front. You
just
can
drop-
drop me off with luggage, whatever.
Cool. Me and Cajun
Whatever I need.
gonna drop you off.
And-
Good luck, nigga.
And Mr. B, you want a dinner at Nobu.
Yeah,
Shout out
for sure.
Nobu Matsuisu.
Yeah, for sure. I'll make the reservation. I'll
favorite.
make sure you know.
Malibu only though. They ain't the Los
No,
Angeles.
but yeah,
Are
for
you
sure.
in this
That's a
match?
Malibu
No, you can't do it.
Trust me, we gonna win it. We going to the
Yeah.
finals. I ain't worried about none of the shit you talking about.
I bet
Going
that
to the
stack you
finals.
ain't going to the. I bet the stack you don't go to the Western Conference Finals.
That's between y'all.
You don't got no incentive on that. Like,
Bet.
You just saying we not. Like I need something. On
You
the other,
saying they are?
I need something on the other side of that.
What you want to bet?
What's the other side of the bet?
Whatever you want to bet. Nigga bet money.
Because you don't really have no team. You ain't got no Lakers, no nothing. Like what's the other side of this?
Oh, you saying my team? All right, I bet Boston go to the finals.
So I'm saying it's gonna be Boston Spurs finals.
And I'm saying it's not. I'm saying it's gonna be Boston.
So you saying Spurs not gonna make it to the
You
finals?
said Boston, OKC.
I'm with it.
All right, cool.
I'm with it.
Wait, you saying wait? What's the bet?
I'm betting the Spurs make it to the finals.
Okay, and I'm not.
And he's betting that the Celtics make it to the finals.
Yeah.
So what's the just a bet?
No,
Well, the Celtics don't make it to the finals, he lose. And if I don't make it,
I just
Spurs
want
don't.
him. I just want an all bunny party for him.
Yeah, all bunny. No bunny.
Before we move on, Mr. B, somebody in the chat, Christy 088 said Nobu isn't better than STK.
That's a lie.
That's-
First of all, STK is for scammers
Damn.
and like girls who like
Damn.
be like, oh, take me to a nice what? That's like eating at Ruth Chris.
Yeah, SCK
Like
don't
Morton's.
do it.
That's like like
Ruth Chris
like-
used to mean something back in
Nah,
the day.
man, that's for girls. That's for girls who go to the.
STK.
That's for girls who go with the hood. You know that want to spend that. Oh, take me somewhere nice.
She ain't never been nowhere
Yeah,
nice
never been
before.
nowhere. Let me take you to STK room. That's beneath me. I can't do that. I'm saying I'm a
48, baby.
Noble guy, man.
48.
You know what I'm saying? 25, $3,000 for my fucking dinner. I ain't doing that. I'm sorry.
Why you guys spend?
So
What you mean? It's Noble. We're having a
STK
ball.
replaced the Red Lobster that used to be on Wilshire as the.
Sorry, that's beneath me. We can't do that.
SCK on DoorDash.
I'd rather go to hey,
I could DoorDash.
man, we'd rather go to
SCK.
Thai show.
I don't want to go to no place I
Thai
could
show
DoorDash.
better than.
I don't want no place I could DoorDash to go to.
Convenience.
I'm going to Thai show before that.
Okay.
Boulevard Steak. I'm going there.
Boulevard ain't bad.
Boulevard.
John and Vinny's. You know, you catch me in them type of spots.
If you don't live in LA, this probably doesn't mean much
know,
to you, but take
like-
notes when you do come to town.
Right?
Especially if you are a scammer.
He said cheese.
Can't do that. Take my girl to
Cheesecake, no
take
cheesecake?
my
No more cheesecake? No Cheesecake Factory no more?
It fell off.
Cheesecake Factory menu is crazy though.
It's too elaborate.
Like it's crazy though. It's a good vibe though. The kids get the strawberry lemonade.
Kind of like Yard House though.
Huh?
Yard House
It
reliable.
ain't went that far yet.
Nah.
Yard House reliable. You can get the
Cheesecake Factory better than BJ's
Oh yeah.
and that type of stuff.
About the same.
Nah,
like the
man, the
clam
strawberry
chowder at
lemonade is
BJ's.
crazy.
The
I like the
Cheesecake
clam
Factory
chowder.
strawberry
The
lemonade.
streets,
is-
yeah.
BJ's usually connected to a Dave and Buster's somewhere close. So it's
All those is my
it's an
DoorDash.
inclusive experience. You know what I'm saying? You
Those
go
are
to
my
BJ's, you go over here, Dave and Buster's. I got a full date
I
tonight,
ain't gonna front.
baby.
Dave and Buster's crack.
I'm not gonna say.
Food
it,
fell
but
off though.
Huh? No, I don't care. I just go to the bar
It's the service.
and give my
service
The
fell
food.
off.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
service. That big ass,
starting-
that big ass bar.
It's starting
The
to
bar
turn into a
about
big
the bar
ass-
about hello. Hello. The bar's so fucking hello.
Man.
Why you way
Ordered
over there?
25 minutes ago.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They got one guy at the bar, this big ass bar, all these seats talking about sit anywhere. I'm gonna sit as close to you. Got all these goddamn TVs.
Hello.
Like you got a screen.
I'm down here. This water is gone.
gotta get
I need another lemon. God
damn.
Shit.
Shit, you gotta take forever. Then they gotta go.
Drop
Then
the drink off and leave.
No.
And then they don't never come back.
Nah, but how about
Can I
this?
get some?
How far the bathroom though? God damn, the
man, on the
bathroom
other
so
side
far.
of
It's
the
like shit.
goddamn
Don't gotta
arcade.
pee. Hey, hold on. Hey, bro. Hey,
Watch
hey,
my
save my
drink,
seats.
my nigga.
Save
Watch
my
it.
seats, bro.
Watch my drink.
I gotta go walk a mile to the goddamn bathroom. Shit.
Do a lap. I gotta
Dave
go
and
do a
Buster's
whole
be. You
lap.
gotta work out at Dave and Buster's.
For
God damn.
sure. You gotta get you a whole
God
player
damn.
card. Nigga,
Yeah.
I might as well play a few games while I'm in this bitch.
This more important than any basketball discourse today, ladies and gentlemen. You can all relate to this if you've been to a Dave & Buster's.
I'm just saying, the service. It ain't the food.
Nah,
Food
it's the
solid.
service.
Nah,
They got one
Solid.
They took some stuff off the menu though, bro.
What?
What
happened?
Sliders don't hit the side.
The sliders don't hit the
Oh, the sliders. Oh my. Oh, the sliders was. The sliders. The sliders with the wings. Oh my God. The sliders with the wings cracking. Yeah.
Unlimited gameplay, though.
Yeah.
Unlimited game.
Unlimited
You get
gameplay.
the card, you
Right.
get the food.
Not the janky ones. Not the ones that be stealing all the kids' money. They
Yeah.
use a little
Dave and
claw.
Buster's be tripping, man. They service got it. Dave and Buster's used to be the shit.
And they raised
service
the
is
tickets
crazy.
on all the toys.
Hey, man, all the games go up,
You gotta
bro.
play.
Yeah, you gotta play all the
All
the
day.
PlayStation in there costs $15,000.
Come on, bro.
Come on. I mean, God,
You gonna be in here all
How much you gotta
day.
spend
You gonna
to
be in
get
here
like
all
shit.
day trying to get them
I'm trying to
tickets
tell my
up.
son, hey man, play this one game and keep
Oh,
going.
that shit that you pull
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
and then roll on 40 or 100.
That's it. That's it. I'm like, listen, I got
I'm gonna be
500
here
for
all
y'all.
day.
Man. I got 500. Figure it out. You
Figure
better
it
go
out.
get something. Yeah.
Figure it out.
That shit funny.
Stay away from the claw games.
They don't. Hey, I won one time though.
But the kids, they'll waste $50 on the claw game in 10
They
minutes.
be fucking it up too. They be
You're
going
not
after
gonna
the
win.
hardest
You're
ones.
not
Like
gonna
you
pull
can't get
shit
that.
up.
Don't get that.
The ticket one too,
big
you're
ass-
not getting.
The ticket one you're not getting.
I would just buy the shit for you.
Oh God, no! Oh, seriously, I really want to go in there and be like, yo, how much for the PlayStation?
Come on,
like
man.
seriously,
Right,
at this
God
point.
damn.
We can't sell the PlayStation outright.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
It's, it,
really.
as many goddamn cards I done bought, it costs.
Because
for
it
the
costs
goddamn-
more for you to spend to get the motherfucking
Right.
PlayStation
Right,
than the
right.
actual
Nah,
PlayStation.
yeah.
They
It's
think
about
they're
500
winners.
you
Right.
spend.
Money don't exist. So it's like,
Nah.
oh, little nigga, I would just buy
Nah,
it.
good business. Nah, good business though.
The claw is
They
never
eating.
going to get that thing. You know how hard it is? Mathematically? You're not getting it.
Mathematically.
I got it. I almost got it.
I
Daddy.
almost know you don't.
Ain't almost got it.
The little loose claw.
You better not get it before I get it too. I'll whoop your
I ain't gonna
little
put
ass.
Chuck E.
You
Cheese
better
in
not.
this shit.
That shit turned into Chuck E. Cheese, I'm telling you.
Chuck E. Cheese used to be the
Chuck E.
shit.
Cheese
Chuck E.
used to
Cheese
be
had the best
something,
pizza ever.
But
And
not-
Shakey's.
Absolutely.
Chuck E. Cheese are like the size of liquor stores now, not rolling.
Man, that's
Used to be vast and
They are small as fuck, ain't they?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh,
Chuck E. Cheese pizza is
look
crazy. And
crazy now.
Shakey's.
The sign falling off. and shit. I'm-
All that. Dude don't even come out and dance no more. That
said
nigga
Shakey's
Any
don't
now.
Not
Full
a good
robot.
guess.
Oh my God, Shakey's after your basketball tournament when we were younger.
Shakey's?
Oh my God, go have your little basketball tournament.
man.
And Sizzler, remember White Man
Oh,
Can't?
Sizzler.
Fine
Sizzler.
Americana used to mean something.
All
Does
you
not
can eat?
anymore.
Yeah, it's a different world. It's all good.
That
Yeah, it's all good.
chicken wings, that's Sizzler.
Now,
Fire.
now you can't even take a girl out without spending over $5 or $1,000.
Shit, Uber
Right,
Eats.
1,000
goddamn.
Right? I don't know.
Shit.
Why we-
Tell
I would
the
hope
bitch
that-
What
you-
is wrong with you?
Yeah.
That's the price now, these
Man,
youngins.
shit.
Might as well just give him the money then. Like, huh, man.
That too.
Nah, I'm gonna order too.
Okay, chat. Some saying let's talk.
Well, I'll
this
tell
was,
her
I
I'll-
said
All
this
right,
was
all right,
more
my bad.
important.
Let's go.
No, this is more important.
I'll massage her feet and get her some Uber Eats. That's all we're gonna do tonight. This is all we're doing. You massage your feet, get you some Uber Eats, and we good. You goddamn enjoy it.
There's some good talk. There's some good shows on.
Good show. It's some great shows.
Great TV
And be
shows
quiet, I'm
out.
watching the game.
Watch out.
Paradise,
I'm watching
man,
it.
You got
I got you some wings
Cross,
on the way. Shit.
Alex Cross. Oh man.
All them shits. Reacher.
All right, my bad. Let's get back to the
No, it's not on my bad situation. This was a much more important conversation. Everybody in the chat complaining. We're trying to really help and school you on things that you need to.
They'll be all
I mean,
right.
we giving them bars.
They'll be all right.
If you come to STK in LA, just expect to get scammed. No boo.
But they brought
Cheesesteak,
one to the
Chuck E.
valley,
Cheese,
so
not
I
what it
can't
used to
really
be.
talk about STK. It's one in the valley now, so.
Tell you
There's
what.
a few.
If it ain't snowing, I ain't going because
Okay.
they pay. Shit, they'll pay for the whole dinner.
That is.
They pay for the whole dinner. Goddamn, I ain't pull out my wallet yet. Shit. You know the owner, baby. Oh, shit. Okay, cool. That's a good 401k. Y'all niggas be dating backwards. I don't know what y'all do. She pays for all the dates, okay? We good.
I missed the wine and dine. I can't.
Hey man,
Life
hey,
lessons
you
here on
know,
Bills
I
Game.
can't. I
Presented
missed
by
the
the
wine and
Woo
dine. I can't.
the Spurs not getting out
Can't
the
do
first.
it.
Okay, back to basketball.
Back to basketball.
Yeah.
The Spurs will be at Chuck E. Cheese, you think, Swaggy? They will not.
Wemby will not have one of these this year.
He will not have a championship bobblehead. Like,
I'm not predicting that. I'm not predicting
Hey, that's
that.
tough. Hey, that's tough to have.
Yeah, it's only a few of us. It's
Who? Just you? It's just
just
you.
me on this couch.
Yeah, just you.
They don't make bobbleheads in college forms.
Damn.
Okay.
damn.
If they did, though,
If they did, you probably have a half size one.
half size.
I don't know.
Fuck you.
All right, well, let's shift back over to some basketball. Let's go to the Eastern Conference. So, Sixers were without Tyrese Maxey for their game against the Bulls Wednesday, but did get some good news with Joel Embiid and Paul George back in the lineup. Embiid was back in action for the first time in a month after missing 13 games with an oblique strain. PG was playing for the first time since late January after serving a 25-game suspension for violating the league's anti-drug policy. Duo gave the Sixers reason for optimism as the team looks to avoid the play-in. Let's take a look at some highlights, please, if we can. Process came out cooking, dropping 15 points in the first quarter, including 3 threes. He had 23 points in the first half, finishing with 35.7 assists and 6 rebounds, 12 for 17 from the field in 28 minutes of action. Meanwhile, PG looked a little rusty early in his first game action since January 29th, but scored 23 of his 28 points in the second half. So the positives, Philly scored 51 points in the third quarter, took a 38-point lead into the fourth quarter, but gave up 53 points in the fourth quarter. But the Sixers still cruised to a 20-point blowout win, scored 157 points in the game. That is the most by a Sixers team since 1970. This is good. You know, like I said, no Maxey, but the other two were supposed to be the Sixers' big three. We've talked about Embiid in recent days and weeks. Had a good stretch of games a couple months ago. Was playing a lot. Then obviously the oblique strain, not related to his knees.
132. Hey, they whooping their ass. Damn.
Do.
With 9 minutes to go.
So after the game, Embiid was asked how the extended time he missed with the oblique issue helped with his knee issues and had this response.
My knees haven't been an issue for a long time, so, you know, that's past me. So, you know, the oblique was very tricky, and it still is tricky. It's really nothing you can do about it. Just gotta, you know, let it ride and hope that it doesn't get worse.
So knees have not been an issue according to Joel Embiid. Sixers 8-2 in the last 10 games Embiid has played. Former MVP averaging 32 points on 54, 50, 85 shooting in that span. Philly currently 7th in the East at 40-33, but just a game behind the Hawks for the 5th spot. Rashad, you had previously said when Embiid was rolling that you were jumping ship, joining the Sixers. They were going to be your new team. Will the Sixers turn their season around with Embiid and PG back on the court?
I think they'll make a run for it. Already being in contention as far as the 7th is a bright spot for them, seeing that they still have firepower on that team. I think VJ has come along to show them that he could be one of those 4th option firepower players that they can depend on down the stretch. But when you got Maxey, PG, and Paul George on the floor at the same time, and they're all essentially healthy, I think you got a good chance.
Yeah.
I think that's a good threesome that would actually take a lot of teams down to 7 games. And you know, like I said before, it's health is wealth for them. Everything else outside of that is, you know, depending on the other players, the 6, 7, 8, 9 rotation players that they got and what their actual game plans are. So Sixers, like I said, they could be dangerous. They can be very dangerous. They can be that 4th or 5th team that you don't want to play, especially the way they played last night. But I think we all agree giving up 50-something points in the third quarter is kind of crazy. But I also say that the Chicago Bulls is not a team that you can't just take the foot off the gas on. They'll come back and they'll play hard. But
Up 40 though, I mean, you know, they know that the game is pretty much in doubt. Still won by 20.
But Embiid looked great. I think Embiid looked great. PG looked great. I guess his mental health is clear now. He's got his shit together. And they just need to put it together. That's it.
Let's shift over to Swaggy. Looking at the Sixers squad, obviously there was a lot of hype, anticipation, excitement around this big three. Initially, been a lot of injury issues. Embiid been dealing with injury issues for the past few seasons and throughout his career. But when he's been on the court, he's looked very good. Like I said, 8-2 in the last 10 games that he's played, but this was the first game back in a month after missing 13 with the right oblique strain. But what are your thoughts on the Sixers squad right now? Do you think they can turn their season around?
No, I feel like they got to stop doing this false hope type shit to every season. They give the city hope, and then come playoff, same shit. You know, somebody hurt or something gonna happen. They lose, probably get swept. It's like it's time. Like let it go. Like for me, like Embiid does this. He's going to score when he gets out there. He's going to ball. PG still feel good. Still got some little drugs left over in him, so he's out there not feeling no pain. But that's all gonna wear off in a minute. And April 16th or whenever the playoffs start, Philly's gonna be back to Philly, and we're gonna be talking about what should Embiid future look like. Should he retire? Should he get traded? Paul George is gonna be making jokes about playoff P and all that. So I don't believe it. They gonna have to prove me wrong and show me something different. But I'm just tired of of this oh man, it's like when you get caught cheating, you show like I'm a good man for like a month or two. And then you go back to being the bullshit. Like, you know, once you get comfortable, like, damn, okay. Man,
Just can't help it.
But can
I
you
did
be
enough. I did enough.
Enough.
She trusts me again. Oh, she's happy. I could probably go out with my
But can you be a good man from mid-April to mid-June?
He be
at least?
speaking from experience. This nigga is acting like he's just, like you can't be speaking from the core spot.
No,
you can't be
nah.
speaking from core.
just saying
You gotta
I'm
be
just saying an
deflect on the
example.
outside.
I'm
Don't
saying
make
an
it seem
example.
like that's who you is.
No, I'm like giving an example of most men.
Don't make it
like,
feel like we talking to run about.
talking around me. It's not me.
It's not you. Okay, it sounds like experience over there. Yeah, she trusts me again. Back to being
But
me.
that's what they doing. That's all MB doing to the owners, bro. That's all he's doing to the owners. They believe.
Don't worry, Nick. Ain't no D-Los over here, man.
sorry, my
We
bad.
good. You good to go, man.
We tell you we have about 12,000 D-Los in the chat right now who could easily
Easily.
flip this video off and send it to the powers that be.
That's crazy.
But Brandon, looking at this Sixers squad,
Yeah.
Embiid, injury issues well documented, but I think silver lining with the right oblique strain, which was unrelated to the knees, is he got to rest for about a good month, had a good stretch of games.
Yeah.
He wasn't playing back-to-backs, but was playing, I think it was something like 18 or 20 games or something like that. In February, January, how much faith or trust do you have in this process still as they look to try to make a playoff push and avoid the play-in?
I mean, well, Philly's a good team on paper for sure, but it's just the what if. I mean, it's the if button. If they're healthy, it's good to see Embiid and PG come out there and have a great game. Even though that team is tanking and it has, they're not playing for anything. Maxey didn't play, so it would be good to see what happens when Maxey's back. And at the end of the day, yeah, they won, but. They gave up 137 points at the end of the day to a team like that. And their next two games are against the Hornets and Heat, two teams who aren't trying to tank. So we're going to see what that looked like against those two teams and for the playoff position. So, yeah, they looked good yesterday, but they still have a lot of work to do for sure. I definitely don't see them coming out the first round, though.
Think about it. From resting to getting 35, Embiid. Not playing
Not playing for a whole month, missed
a
13
whole
games.
month and just go out there and get 35.
Yeah, I mean they play. I mean the Bulls.
That's crazy,
but
though.
that's a good game to come back to. Like you're playing against a team that's tanking, that's trying to lose. So yeah, let me get my reps up. But
that's how-
But you got Miami.
But
You
that's
got
how
next. You got
good he
Bam and
is.
them, and then you got the Hornets. They're still fighting.
If
So.
he was healthy, I'm saying that's how good he is to go from the bed to go get 35.
Oh yeah, no,
That's how.
Oh no, he's a top 5 big ever. I mean, if
Man.
healthy, he's a top 5 big ever. Like that's not even a. We're not
That's
even like
crazy.
sitting here debating that. It's just that he can't stay on the court.
Man.
But yeah, that's for sure.
Think about
And shout out PG too, man.
Yeah.
Coming back doing this thing.
Yeah.
Sixers.
But the Sixers is the if.
The game behind the Hawks for fifth. Hawks been playing very, very well. But just saying. It's the team, they sneak into the playoffs.
So if they're 5, they play.
They will play the Cavs.
I don't want to do that.
That's dangerous.
6
that's
or
why I
7,
just-
they would play some combo of the Celtics or Knicks in those potential.
So that's what I'm saying. They're not getting out the first round regardless.
And Knicks, they don't like the Knicks.
They want
They
that
do not
spot.
like the
They
Knicks.
want that spot.
They do not want
But the Knicks knowing that it's the if they're healthy and everything with Embiid.
Embiid would have to play
Like you know
no
what I'm saying? If I'm the
back-to-backs
if I'm the Knicks, I want that for sure. That's right up the street. We ain't got to
But
do a lot of
even if
flying.
you got a healthy Joel, the Knicks like them. They like
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. But it's up the street. Take the bus down. We ain't got to do no flying. Let's get these motherfuckers out in 5 or
That's
whatever.
a good match. I actually
That's a
love
good
that matchup.
No, I got Knicks in 5.
Knicks.
No, I got Knicks in 5.
But if it's Knicks,
I got Knicks.
Cavs, Sixers,
I got a sweep.
that's dangerous too.
I got the Cavs in 6.
I got the Cavs and
Nah.
Sweep, you got the Cavs sweep.
Cause Philly ain't
Maybe,
gonna be
yeah.
the same team.
I'm 5.
Ain't gonna be
Knicks,
no
Knicks and Sixers
lead.
have split the season series.
If it's Cavs, they going 7.
If it's Cavs and Philly, they going 7.
Going 7.
Embiid can't play every game though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he just said them knees ain't the issue. It's the oblique, and that's the little strain over here. So he got that shit in.
And
He playing all the game.
and he be falling and shit on that.
But we
On that.
know all
Oblique?
that. We know all that fake ass flopping all that.
yeah, but
if he played the whole series, 7 games,
Yeah. Oh no. If they play the whole series 7 games, everybody
that's
healthy.
different.
that's what I'm
that's
saying. They'll
different.
take the Cavs 7.
That's different.
They'll take the
Now
Cavs.
that's different.
No,
But
they might
you
get.
got no back-to-backs.
They
in the
might get
playoffs.
them.
No, they might get the Cavs out of here in 6.
If they
all healthy with Maxey
They
at
are
the 1
with Maxey, yes.
and
they healthy, that's different.
with Paul.
I'm saying they'll take them 7.
But look what we're saying. If they are healthy,
It's a good chance going into the playoffs. Maxey
that
coming
I
back.
is a capital and that F
But
is a
look,
capital.
Maxey's coming
Yeah.
back from the
Capital I?
hand thing. He got a broken hand or something. He's coming back in the next week.
you know for
Maxey?
sure it's always gonna be something
Yeah.
in the playoffs. Remember.
But
That
Embiid-
PG shit took me off guard. I don't know what that shit was about, but that's 25 games they lost.
Tendon
For
injury in
nothing.
his right hand, but PG missing 25
That
games,
was
him
big.
getting a chance to get back healthy with the suspension. That's why you say he still may have a little bit left in the. I'm sure he's gotten all out
Not
by
that
now.
much. You could tell how he blocked that shot. He couldn't even get off the ground right there. So he looking like me out there. That's a old man block.
You want a 10 day.
How I'm feeling right now, take my knees.
And Rashad, we've had the discussion about him previously. Like I said, had a good stretch, only played 34 games this season. Sixers have 2 back-to-backs left before they get to the playoffs. If they get into the postseason, they'll have a little break for that playing week. Embiid could put a series together.
Yes.
I'm just saying, the Sixers are a team I probably would be very concerned about
For sure.
with any of the top 3 teams in
I
the
think right now a lot of teams are changing the way that they prepare for the playoffs when it comes to having the last 10 games, 15 games, and then seeing where your players are, resting them, how you rest them, how you gear up for that first matchup. So I think with Embiid and the Sixers, the way that they've done it with them, especially with Maxey coming back at the tail end of this, they will have the first series be a healthy series. I think that's more important than them. Anything is how far we can go in this first. If we lose in the first round of this series, knowing that we've pushed to be into the playoff contention situation, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. Even though you can't get off, I want him to get off Joel Embiid, but he's locked in to that contract.
3 more years starting next
So
year.
him and Maxey already, it's like, yeah, what we're gonna do? Then you got PG, you just gave him 250. You just gave him 250. You just gave him 250. Then you got VJ, got to go figure out what you gonna do with this young fella. So it's almost like this kind of team is stuck together for the next 3-4 years. So they gotta move past this first round situation.
Is Paul George tradable?
Getting 52 this year, 54 next year as a player option for $57 million
Like
to
to
27,
pay
28.
VJ, you're gonna have to give up.
Is Kawhi and PG on the same tier level as far as years and longevity?
But what
Like the
Kawhi
same
doing
couple
right
years?
now is
I know that's the comparison is. Look what Kawhi's still doing. Look where PG is. PG got 250.
It's not a comparison.
I mean, I'm not saying statistically anything
Okay,
like
okay.
that. I'm
Yeah,
saying
okay,
like
okay.
where they are career wise.
Yeah, at their
you asking
age and all that.
can you trade a Paul George and get something back for him in comparison of this dude about to hit free market and he's gonna get max and you got to give him more shit. Well, how would you look at that? when
So
you looking
PG
at
basically
PG?
2 years, $110 million left on his deal. So
Well, we got to see what
odds are he will opt
Well, we
for
got to see how
that
he
player
finish.
option.
I mean, I think that's the only way you can really
Finish this year?
Yeah. Since he's back now, we got to see how he finishes. I mean, they're in the playoff hunt, right? So they're going to be in the playoffs just like Kawhi in the Clippers. Now just see, it's all about what type of damage you do in this East, because you're gonna have an easier road than Kawhi will, in the West. So this is actually a better opportunity for you right now.
So this is a showcase for PG.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. For Embiid and all. I mean, if y'all back out there playing and y'all feeling good, it ain't no ifs.
So you think Philly would have a better road than Kawhi would?
Yeah, if Philly has to play who first round?
So you're talking about if the Clippers obviously get in the playoffs, they're likely going to have to play either the Spurs or the Thunder.
Right, first round. Okay, and
Spurs.
Philly would have to play.
Sixers will likely have to play either
Cleveland or the-
I would rather have to
either
play
the
the Spurs
Pistons,
than
Knicks,
Boston.
Pistons
or
or
Celtics.
I would rather play the Spurs over Boston if I was one of them.
If I'm Philly, like he said, and we healthy, I'd rather play the Knicks for sure, because I don't know what's going on over there.
But the whole point is saying that, like, PG being a tradable asset.
He gonna have to
end
do
of the
something.
season, he would have to.
That's what I'm saying. This is his opportunity. He came back. That game against Boston was a good game to come out, do your thing. Now we about to see against Miami, and we about to see against the Hornets, because they're all playing for something still.
So do you keep him if you Philly?
Huh?
Do you keep
That's the
him?
thing.
Honestly, if I'm Paul, I want to come back west.
Why?
But who's going to take that contract?
That's the big question.
That's the big-
If you Philly, do we keep him based on knowing what he can do for us, what he's been doing,
I'll go to Milwaukee.
or do we trade him and say we want something else?
Who are you
think that would keep
if you're the
him?
Bucks, who are you giving up to get Paul George?
Huh?
At 2 years, $110 million, Mr. B.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing to give him.
Ain't got shit.
I just got to see what happens in the summer.
But got nothing.
But I'm saying, if I'm the
There's not a lot of teams that even.
But
got
listen,
shit.
if Paul George balls out and does his thing in the 25, 26, 27, bro, like, fuck yeah.
Is that still Paul George ammunition?
But
Yes, bro,
still could get
27,
18
yes,
to 20,
yes.
22.
He can average 22.
Yeah.
What is he averaging right now?
He's averaging 16, 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
'cause he hasn't been
He's only
playing.
played 28 games.
Okay, only 28, okay.
Man,
Shooting 43% from the
Okay.
field.
But that seems like a back. That's
so
a
what if he-
backseat Paul George. That's a third option Paul George. 16. I ain't trying to get in, step on nobody's toes type shit.
Okay, so since he's back and he had how much last night?
28.
28. If he stayed between 25, 23 and 25,
Ooh.
going out, like just leaving, like from here on out.
Is he getting that with Tyrese Maxey?
With Maxey
back?
and Embiid?
That's a
20.
Hell no.
You can't get 23 with that?
Because Maxey's giving us 31 a game, 30, 31.
Yeah, if it's,
And Embiid is giving us 32 when he play.
That's why he's stuck at 16.
That's why he's stuck at 16.
Okay, so
because then we got Edgecombe, he's getting us 13, 14.
Okay, so 21 to 24?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. 22,
I still believe Paul is in the 20 ranges of being able to score now. Come on.
So you got VJ averaging 16 this season. You got Maxey averaging 29.
Minnesota.
No, I want PG to ball out so I can make the trade for him. Is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I want him to
so
ball
I want him to get going. Like
I'm saying-
so we can make some space for.
It's
I'm
hard.
saying we
Who do you think
don't. I'm
is
saying
making
we
that
don't
trade?
need to trade him because we need this type of production,
But I got
and we paid for it.
But you heard
Yeah, but I got VJ though. That's young.
We ain't got to pay him yet.
I understand, but we can.
Yeah,
So
you got,
think
you got
about
VJ for a couple more years, so you got to give him an extension.
So what you gonna do with Embiid then?
We're gonna keep him.
you
We gotta keep
Embiid
him.
starts his 3-year, $193 million extension next
We
season.
gotta keep both of
Get
these
rid
guys.
of these distractions and shit.
Because
But
if you're
but
talking
it's the
Embiid, Mr. B, Embiid making $60 million next year, 64 in the 27-28 season, and $70 million basically in 28-29.
It's the if though.
But is
If
it?
we healthy, yeah. Like I mean, okay, say we go to the playoffs this year. We play whoever first round. Say we take the Cavs to 7. Okay, like what are we going into next season talking about? Like, I mean, we got to move these pieces. VJ and Maxey's promising. Those are the only two people on this motherfucking team who ain't getting looked at or traded. Everybody else, what's up?
But that's the thing. What are you getting back?
This is what we.
You getting off two guys that are promising
But you
pieces.
ain't gonna be able to trade.
But,
him.
wait, what do you mean? Promising pieces if they're healthy. If.
Even when they're not healthy.
So were they just sitting here?
But they still producing?
16. We getting 16 out of PG without producing.
32 off Embiid.
Off producing, but we're getting 16 with PG here, right, with everybody. So we're not. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. Paul.
Where are you going to get 250 million, 16 a game?
For somebody who needs a Paul George, for Paul George to do 18 to 20.
Chance?
Paul George 18, 20, yes, bro.
If
For
you
somebody
trying to win,
for somebody who's trying to win, yes. Yeah.
Why wouldn't I keep him?
Because I want to go in a different direction with
No.
these youngins. Yes.
Listen to what you just
because
said.
I got my,
If we're trying to win.
Iverson. I got my Iverson now. Like I got my Iverson and I got
DJ grow
What
though.
you just say, though.
Exactly.
What you
DJ
just say,
gotta
though.
grow.
You say if we're trying to win, I want to keep it. I want a PG on my team. So why would we?
you still can try to win and go in another direction.
Philly at this point, I don't even know if we're even trying to win. We're just trying to move these pieces. I have my 2 young pieces right here, my future. So this is all we're concerned about right now. We're going to build through them, and people are going to want to come play with them.
So you willing to take a couple years off for that?
No, but you
Because
still
if you
Who
get-
said I'm taking off a couple
Because if
years?
you get off
Who
these
said
pieces,
Maxey was top 5 in MVP this year
yeah,
before.
but the team was in the.
But
they was
At the
number
end of the
10.
day, so that
But
means
you
I
can
got
still
an
be
MVP. I got an MVP type caliber.
Running and trying to win for some good. Get trade Paul George for some good pieces.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What good pieces are you saying? You gotta tell me the pieces that's gonna be better
Shit.
than what he's giving you.
Shit, I can
trade
go
Paul
get
George
Giannis.
for-
No.
You could trade Paul George for.
No, they.
Or I'm just saying. I can,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
What
just saying,
team
I
is
can-
going to make a conscious decision to say, you're giving me Paul George and I'm giving you a promising piece?
Paul George has 2 years, $110 million.
But what I'm
He's
saying,
going to
I
opt
can
into
get
that.
I can get a
final
lot
year
of
his
pieces
deal.
for Paul George in them too.
But
to
you can
help
trade
build
like
it.
a Paul George for like a PJ Washington.
Listen, how you know Philly don't want? Listen, how you know Philly don't want to do a 2-man game with
They
Max
could.
and then have me some pieces, shooters.
Look, when we not on the floor, y'all can do that 2-man shit.
What do you mean?
We got PG,
No,
Embiid.
they're gonna be
Maxey.
gone.
They not
But they
going
still-
nowhere.
No, they are. No, next year. I'm talking about coming into next year.
But
I'm
they
keeping
doing it
these
this
2, and
year,
I'm
though.
surrounding players around these
What
2.
I'm asking you, what players are you going to
I don't know, but it's going to be something out there for them. They're going to take this. They're going
Mr.
to.
B,
costs too much,
Mr. B,
bro.
Sixers already, I think, $172 million
over.
in salaries next season.
Okay, so they got to go. Them 2 got to go.
And that's if they.
Them 2 got to go, and it's not even.
salaries to bring us other pieces in. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody's
You look around the
doing it
league and you
anyway.
say, who we gonna bring
Right,
in
it's
for
people
Paul
that.
George?
It's people that's dumb that do it. Come on, we see it all the time.
Not anymore. They
What are you
just
talking
seen
about?
what happened over here at the Clippers.
What do
He
you
wanted
mean?
to
They
come
did it
over
with
here and get
Luka.
this money.
They did it with Luka.
But he wanted to get this money because they didn't want to give it to him.
Man, listen, man.
Y'all got dumb enough to give him the money without a clear evaluation of what his body could do. You gave him the money. He broke down. Now he's back. Are we going to bank on him being back at full strength PG that we paid for?
You don't think nobody?
Or are we getting a discounted price if we get off of him? Like, are we getting back more than what we paid for?
You're going to get if PG balls out and Embiid balls out. That is showing you right now that this is.
We're keeping them.
No, we're not.
If they ball out, we're keeping them.
No, we're not. We're not
You've
even
been
getting out the
keeping
first
them, and
round.
look
We
what's
just
happening.
listen. If they play the Cavs and go, they're not beating the Cavs, right? If they play the Cavs first round, are they beating
And
the
they
Cavs?
healthy?
Yes. Are they?
Yes.
They're beating the Cavs.
they
1-7.
healthy.
Yeah.
They're taking them 7 and beating
And the
them
Knicks.
7.
If they're healthy.
And the Knicks.
The next round after that?
No. I'm saying no. If they
Either
play,
one of
no,
them.
if they play, yeah.
What are we
Either
saying?
one.
It's
Play.
a tougher game against the Knicks than it is the Cavs. I'm saying yes against the Cavs. I don't know against the Knicks.
Look, if they're healthy, that was your first thing.
Okay. So
If-
I'm keeping Paul George and Embiid to get out the first round. When I got Maxey and when I could just go with them and get some pieces around them and just build around these.
Mr. B, I think you're keeping them because who's going to take the.
Yeah,
Who is going
Somebody
to take?
is.
No.
Somebody going. Everybody takes something.
Paul George, I would take a chance on Paul George.
Of course, if he's balling out.
Yeah.
You saying to take a chance of keeping them?
No, I would take a chance on
Trading him?
If I'm a team that trying
Yes.
to win, I would
Okay.
trade for
Yes.
Paul George if I was.
But what pieces are you willing to give away?
I would give up like I said,
Amon Thompson?
PJ Washington.
Would you give up
and-
an Amon Thompson?
PJ Washington and Klay Thompson.
Would you give up an
Klay
Amon Thompson?
I'll give
do
some
that.
guys at OKC.
Clay Thompson.
I'll give him some
Who?
picks, some draft picks, Wiggins.
None of those guys are
OKC already
OKC.
fleeced the
Ain't matching
Sixers.
I'll
up with
give him some
that.
Wiggins.
Draft
I'll give
picks,
him
something?
No,
Yeah.
we don't want none of that.
All
We don't
that
want
back.
none of that.
Somebody wants some. Everybody wants something, dog. In the
Got-
league.
got these
the
teams
league is
are-
always
Just trade
horny to
straight
make.
up for
The league is
Jaden
always
Daniels
horny
if
to
you
make a crazy
Minnesota.
move, man.
Jay McDaniels
Yeah.
for PG. That's a different animal.
You wouldn't do that though? If you trying to win, would you do that?
If I'm Philly,
Same money.
If I'm Philly,
Yes. No, if you Minnesota.
Hey, but McDaniels only making 25 next year.
Okay, we'll add something else to that. We'll find something.
Still not enough.
Double D. Add
Them two?
Yep.
PG?
Yep.
Still
Think
not
about
enough.
that. PG, Ant-Man, come on, bro.
What's up?
Still
What's
not
up?
enough.
Okay, and add
Still not
something
enough?
else. All right, well, who else over there?
Yeah.
Who else over there?
Nobody. You can't.
Randolph?
You can throw in all these motherfuckers.
You
Gilbert.
got to be.
I'm just saying.
That's hey, I like those two names. When you throw somebody else in there, that makes sense, but still.
Oh, but that's a team. We got one team that'll do it. So what I'm saying is
PG's
if
making 54. I think those two combined are like 37. So you still need.
we need it. Okay, who else over there?
Slow-mo. What's his name?
Nah, that ain't enough.
Still need
It ain't enough.
Mike Conley, what are he making?
17. Nah, he's.
You throw
You're good
Rudy
right
in
now.
there.
Hell no. For
Hell
what?
no.
That's too
Hell
much
no.
money.
Hell no.
You
What
gonna have
about
to throw
Nas?
me Embiid
Nas?
now. I
Who?
got
Nas
Embiid.
Reed?
Now I got Embiid.
It's either Nas Reed or Randolph. One of them got to go.
Making?
No.
That would be.
I can't. I'm not
close to
keeping both.
sufficient to get it, but
What,
they're
all
not
them
doing that.
motherfuckers?
I'm saying.
Oh, you can do Nas Reed straight up.
No,
bro.
Double D, and who else we said?
Nas making 23.
McDaniels, and then they got to
So
be.
you can go like Nas, McDaniels. You probably got to do some other contract filler, but they're not. If I'm the Timberwolves, I'm not doing that.
Why
Not
not?
doing that.
Why not?
Because we made the fucking Western Conference Finals 2 years
You're
in a
not
row
doing it
without
this
you.
year.
with Paul
You
George.
just.
You're not
They're
gonna
not
win
doing
with
it this year.
No.
They're not doing it this year.
Come on, bro.
But you talking about giving up Jaden McDaniels, who was a part of your front four?
25 years old.
Bro, you can't get that up because he's helped us do this. Then you talking about Nas Reed,
But
who was a part of your back
I'm
three.
doing it. If I'm
he's
the GM, I'm doing it.
instrumental. He's a defensive player.
First of all, I don't care. First of all,
But what are you getting? You're getting Paul George, an
Yeah,
older
if
Paul
I'm trying
George.
to win now, and I think my team can win now,
But
listen,
You're
I'm-
giving up
McDaniels,
too
though,
much.
they leave
Listen,
you open in the
You're
playoffs.
giving up too
though.
much.
Listen,
They're
first of all,
doubling. Do they double Ant-Man in all the playoffs and leave Jaden McDaniels open in the corner?
Okay,
for
so
that
how
team?
does that help Philly then?
What do you mean? You can
Swaggy,
stand there in the
Swaggy.
corner because we got two motherfuckers that can go get
Jaden
it.
McDaniels shooting 52% from the field and 42% from three this
That's
season.
fine, but we
Damn,
got.
career highs.
I'm
But
not
we got.
Career highs.
Okay, but we got
That's this
Maxey and we
year.
got DJ over here that can go
the
get it. So
playoffs,
yeah,
come
what
on.
you're doing is going to help. It's only one guy over here. It's only one guy. We got two guys over here, so you being the third guy helps us out a lot. It's
Okay,
only one guy.
So what happens when PG gets to the Timberwolves to help out Ant-Man?
Okay.
You saying it's only one guy,
right now over there.
and then he get hurt.
Okay, well, if it ain't Paul George,
It's an if. Everything's an if.
If it ain't Paul
Everything's an
George,
if,
Minnesota
though.
need to do something.
So why if I'm Philly, I want to keep this if when I got the for sure with
Because
my
I
two
know what
youngins.
happens with this if.
Yeah, but
we know we can mitigate
Wait,
around
nothing.
this if.
Nothing happens. What'd you
We
just
can
say?
mitigate around this if.
It's the process every time. We're going.
It's
hope.
process.
All right,
it's the hope.
process.
What about when you trade Paul for Zion?
To New Orleans right now?
Right now.
They lose. New Orleans losing
but-
big.
With,
That's not a good trade.
It's not.
No,
it's not?
it's not.
Zion and Maxey?
It's not a good trade for
Why?
for
They're
the,
both.
for the Pelicans.
But why? They're both ifs.
Oh, because one's younger as fuck. He still got years to play. This
But
nigga's
you
on
got
his way out.
fucking fat clauses on me.
So what? We got diet and nutritionists for you too. Shit, we
We're not
good.
going nowhere.
We cool. You not in New Orleans no more. Ain't no temptation. You in Philly. Cheesesteaks. We get the cheesesteaks away from you.
That's
You
what I'm
good.
saying.
Diet
We
cheese.
good. But you getting an older Paul George, man, on a team when New Orleans is tanking, as we all know.
So why do we have to keep him in Philly?
Yes.
Is what I'm saying. Why do I have to
Because
keep
we
him
paid
in?
him.
Okay, and we want to get off of
You
it.
paid
We
him
can
'cause
throw
you
it
thought
out
we was
there.
gonna
I
win
have
in
a
these
promise. I
years.
have two promising.
Those years is
Two
past.
promising
They made
guards.
the mistake of
But
paying
them
the
years
nigga the
is
money
past.
they got to sit on this money right now because there ain't nobody's gonna be willing to get off
3
this
years for
contract.
193. That's right
Come
for
on,
Embiid right
man,
now.
you gotta.
Man,
it's
what
gotta
did they
be a
just
good
do in
trade.
Houston? We just talked about trading KD for some young shit.
KD is consistent though.
And KD's a champion.
But it happens. You
That's
trade
why
for
you
him.
went from number 2 thinking if we get him, we can win a championship because he's a champion.
No.
You're trading for something
At
different
the age, at that age.
at that age.
That's the same.
So that's the same.
No, it's not because PG's not a champion.
He don't have.
It's a different pedigree with
But
what
it's
you
Paul
expected.
George.
Okay.
And KD don't
But
have
it's
injury.
Paul
He's
George.
not an injury prone guy.
I understand that, but when was KD? Who was KD a champion with?
The Warriors.
Don't say words.
But he was a champion.
Right. Other
but
guys
the
that were.
name
but
is
oth-
the name.
No, but it's the expectations. The expectation when we get
So-
as Houston, we get fucking KD. We
You
expect
paid
him to
them
win a
that money
championship.
because the expectations. You thought it was. In these years, we're gonna probably be in the finals.
You talking about for Philly?
Yeah.
When they got him, the expectation was if we are all healthy, we can win. Guess what they haven't been?
The next team that track for him might think
guess what they haven't been yet though.
That's why you move on.
But that was the whole reason we got him. If we all healthy, we can win.
But
We still ain't been healthy, so give us some time to get healthy.
So I would go try to get some young pieces for a team.
But then you taking a couple years off.
Okay,
No, you're not.
that's fine. At the end of the day, I got a guy named Tyrese Maxey that is going to be top 5 at MVP. He was before he got hurt, and all that happened. So we have this is
We're
my
going
guy.
into a new process.
I don't get that process shit the hell out of here. Don't ever mention none of the. We ain't processing nothing. This is what we going with.
Gentleman Daniels.
It's these two youngins right
Ain't
here.
there been a process
Jennings
with Maxey?
Daniels.
We've been watching him process.
It ain't been when Maxey had, you saw what it was with Maxey.
It took him 3 years.
Because why? Who else was over there?
The process.
Okay, so now the process is going. All that
We
shit
got
is
a
gone.
whole new process.
No, it ain't no. We just got
No,
Tyrese
that-
Maxey and VJ. This is what
Yeah.
we're going with now.
They
We
not
got two
proven.
young hostile territory dogs.
We let them two niggas go out there and play by themselves.
But
and
they've
had
been
us
playing
at
by
10.
themselves
They
most
had
of
us
the
at
year.
10.
They're
They had us
They've
at
been
10.
playing by themselves most of the year.
They're only
had us at
wait,
10.
Because of what? Because of why?
Because you
Wait,
don't
Because
have.
the process wasn't
wait.
available.
No. You just said
Wait,
what
they
y'all just said.
came back.
But wait, you just said these
So we-
two guys can
so we gonna give up on them?
can do
Paul
something, right?
George and what we call it just
So we
came back.
supposed to give up on them like Houston did.
I'm
Okay,
saying,
all right there.
These two guys have shown us this year what they could do together.
Okay.
Without Joel and without
what spot are
PG.
they in?
They was in 10th.
Well,
They
no,
was
no,
in
wait,
10.
wait. What
This was
game
earlier in
is
the year.
I know, but what game is this for them? They just came back, right? This their first game back, right?
As far as all of them together,
No,
Just
them two.
Embiid and PG. So
Yeah.
Embiid had missed 13 games. PG had missed 25, serving the suspension.
And what spot they
And
in?
that 25 went fast.
7.
7. So
So obviously they got them in the playoffs.
but before that, Embiid was playing. They were on a win streak when he was averaging that 32 to 18 games that he was playing.
Oh.
They was playing well. But before that, they was struggling because the two young fellas was doing their thing. They was playing well, but they wasn't
It was
winning
struggling
games.
because the Embiid will pop in and pop out. You don't know what you're getting. Now you ain't got it. You eliminate all that with PG and Embiid. Now you can just focus.
On what?
There's-
Getting buckets, not winning. Because
in
you're not
seven-
going to
You
win.
in the 7th seed, so obviously you win it.
No, you're 7 seed right now without Maxey, without all of those guys.
Without Embiid, then that's their first game back.
All of them. So they've literally just been playing with VJ. VJ's been holding it down in the 7th spot. So him and Maxey together, yeah, you're gonna start over. You're starting fresh with two solid players, but you're not gonna reach the playoffs like that.
Playing with them every season anyway. If whatever you're thinking, you're never gonna have a healthy Embiid for the rest of his career.
Exactly.
Never.
Hey,
And it's sad to say, but it's never gonna happen.
Hey, quick
His
question.
knees can't come back. Go ahead.
No, to go off subject. Hey, is Dame Lillard a first ballot Hall of Fame?
Yes. First ballot, you said?
Yeah, first ballot Hall of Fame.
Mr. B, are you reacting to Pat Bev's
I
comment?
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what criteria for first ballot. I know he's a Hall of Famer.
He's top 75 all time, though.
Is that first ballot?
I mean,
I'm just saying. No, I'm just, if you're a top 75 player all time, right?
You're a Hall of Famer.
Are you first ballot?
Yeah.
If you're in the top 75, you're the top 75 greatest players ever. Are you first ballot?
You should be.
I guess so.
Okay. I'm just wanting to make sure.
You know motherfuckers be talking.
He said he wasn't?
Yeah, is Kyrie Irving first ballot?
Was he top 75?
We know why he wasn't. Is Kyrie Irving, go look at everything, is he first ballot? Is Dwight Howard first ballot?
Dwight for sure.
The White, he already in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Kyrie Irving?
Was
Say
the White
Kyrie-
first ballot? He was first ballot,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, hell yeah.
Okay.
Well, Kawhi, yeah.
Okay. I just
Tracy McGrady was first ballot.
Is Tracy McGrady first ballot?
Was
Tracy
he?
was a first ballot Hall of Famer.
He was?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Is that true, Josiah?
For real?
Yeah.
No,
why I don't know
listen,
the
hold on.
criteria
If
of ballot
Tracy McGrady is first ballot hold on.
Dame Leonard
Hold on.
first ballot.
Hold on.
Ah, these shorts.
First ballot 2017.
Yeah, first ballot, bro. Dame Lillard is first ballot.
So
Yep.
Derrick Rose, first ballot. Top 75, first ballot. First ballot.
Derrick Rose not top 75.
You think Derrick Rose first ballot Hall of Famer?
He's an MVP.
I would.
First ballot.
Youngest MVP. In the
So
NBA?
Tracy McGrady got first. So that means DeMar DeRozan is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
First ballot, 75, top 75.
No, I mean they're not top 75.
If you top, like you just asked.
I know.
If you top 75, you're first ballot.
Tracy McGrady is top 75 all time.
Yes, he is. Is he? I would hope so.
I don't think Tracy McGrady's top 75 all time.
No, he was omitted from the official NBA 75th anniversary.
So if he's first ballot,
And Vince was too, wasn't he?
yes. So if they're first ballot Hall of Fame,
shit.
DeMar DeRozan's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No, Dame Lillard is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No, for sure.
They were admitted, and then if Tracy's admitted from top 95, and he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, Dame Lillard is
For sure.
100% first ballot.
For sure. It's not even a discussion. I don't even know why that was brought up. But okay.
All right, well,
The
we got one.
shade at Dame. That was shade at Dame.
Well, let's talk about a guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer before we end the show today. Nuggets beat the Suns Tuesday night. Didn't get back to Denver until 3 a.m. Wednesday morning, but their dynamic duo of Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray showed little signs of fatigue. Second night of a back-to-back against the Mavs, with the pair cooking Cooper Flag in them. Let's take a look at the highlights if we can, please. Swaggy coming back with snacks, all types of goodies. I love it.
Yeah, what food we got out there?
Jamal Murray.
Sandwiches.
Ooh, Jamal Murray torched the Mavs defense with a season-high 53 points, 19 of 28 from the field, 9 of 14 from deep. It was his fourth career 50-point game and second this season. Meanwhile, Jokic messed around and dropped another triple-double, 23 points, 21 rebounds, 19 assists. Jokic, the first player in NBA history to record 15-plus points, 15-plus rebounds, and 15-plus assists in both legs of a back-to-back. Joins Oscar Robertson as the only player to do it over a two-game stretch. The 18th 15-15-15 game of his career. Joker also the first player in NBA history with 60-plus points, 50-plus rebounds, and 50-plus assists over any three-game span. And it was also the third time that Murray dropped 50 and Jokic put up a triple-double in the same game. This is some elite bucket getting. Like I mentioned, second night of a back-to-back. Didn't get back to Denver until 3 a.m. morning of the game. Oop. You see it. Shout out to the Nuggets. Denver, a fine city. With some fine greenery. Like I said, season high 53 points, Jamal Murray. Jokic, 23, 21, 19. Shai, we will start with you. What's your reaction to Jamal Murray's 53-piece and Jokic's 23, 21, 19 triple-double on the Mavs?
Kind of similar to your response to the Sixers scoring 157. They gave up how much? The Nuggets gave up a whole lot of points to
They did.
the dying Dallas Mavericks.
I didn't say that.
The dying Dallas Mavericks is dying, bro. So it wasn't as impressive as it looks. A lot of the Joker's fucking assists went to Jamal Murray off two dribble handoffs and DHOs, and they giving him a bunch of
142 to
assists.
135. We're going to talk about that in a second.
Man, there's a lot of stuff was going on, but it doesn't negate the fact that Jamal Murray is probably the streakiest player in NBA history as far as
my God.
we don't know when he gonna show the fuck up and play. I don't know what's going on with him. He's 53 is 0 and show up in big games. He won't be somebody else completely.
The shots he take.
Man,
Shot selection.
but when it go in, it's going in for him. When he hit, he's tough to stop him. You know what I'm saying? You got that Canadian light skin
He
shit.
still had one of the best
Canadian
bubbles
light-skin.
before.
Yeah, he
That
that
bubble-
felt bubble. That
Is
felt
he better
bubble.
that was a bubble
Is he
right
better than
there.
Tony Parker?
Is he better than Tony Parker?
Yep. Don't look at the rings. I'm just talking about.
The skill?
Uh-huh.
He ain't more
Where does it
consistent
come
than
from?
Tony Parker.
Yeah, what is
Tony was consistent.
How many 50-point games he had?
4 in his career, 2 this
Tony
season.
had 55 on us. I seen him
No, I
with my
know.
own eyes.
I'm
55.
just-
All twos.
I mean, he's bigger than Tony.
this
Parker.
Twos and layups.
But I'm just saying he is. But if they went at it,
Is this his?
I'm going with Tony.
Would this be? Cause
I'm going with Tony.
you think he's a third team all? He gonna make an all NBA team?
That is the discourse right now.
Third team,
around
you said?
Jamal
I think
Murray.
he should be able to make a third team this year. I think everything
All NBA?
all NBA. He
He's top
deserved
15
it. One,
player?
he deserves
He's
to
a
be
top
on-
15 player?
He
Averaging
deserves to be
25,
on
7
all
assists,
that.
4 rebounds.
yo, what's Tony Parker career numbers and Jamal Murray's career numbers? I mean, I know Tony played in the system, so I get it. But he's also playing in the system too.
Jamal Murray, 19, 5, and 4 in his career. Tony Parker. coming right now. Sorry.
Can't count the last couple of years.
16, 6, and 3 rebounds, but
So
Parker
okay,
played
so not the last three.
1,254
So
games.
so they're about the same, basically, because Tony in that system, Tony's averaging about 18 too. Like so.
6-time All-Star,
Solid.
4-time champ, 1 Finals MVP.
No, 4-time champ.
No, that's not.
We ain't
We're not
talking
talking
about-
about.
he said no-
Yeah. We're not
But
talking
you
about.
gotta add that to it because
No.
he helped. He was a major factor in
That's why I
that.
said
And
consistent.
so
I
Yeah.
said he was more consistent.
and so was Jamal Murray. He was a
Yes,
big
but
factor too.
what?
Murray's played 605 career games. Tony
I'm just talking
Parker
about
played
skill. I'm just talking about
454.
skill. If
saying,
you
so
met, I'm
numbers,
just talking about if you skill. If you met,
if
because
you
they
look
both
peak
in
for peak.
systems.
Man,
They're both in systems, and they both got to play through a big.
Fact.
I'm just.
no.
Fact.
Okay. All right.
Well, Jamal can
It
shoot
was-
better.
it was Jamal-
Jamal can shoot that bitch way better. than
That's what I'm
Tony.
saying. If they're going at it, if you put Tim Duncan and Jokic and
You can't go under that fucking screen on Jamal Murray.
That's all I'm asking.
We going under
I know-
on Tony.
Yeah,
We're going under.
But
I know
Tony
Jamal don't
never
get
had
that
a
type of
team.
love because Tony didn't either.
No, because it was Murray's team before it was fucking chokers.
I know, and you saw what Murray was doing in the bubble and all that. Like
Parker
that
never had
alone
that.
by was crazy.
But Parker never had that.
Yeah, facts.
No, I mean I get it, but they're both in the system is what I'm saying. So
Do you
Joker
think
took
Tony
the
would be more
Yeah.
if he did have that?
The shit Tony was scoring easy.
I don't think so because now he gotta. I think the system it was
I
the
think
system
well,
that
all right,
matched
I'm gonna
everything.
say he better than Karl Malone teammate, running mate, John Stockton.
John Stockton.
Who?
You think Tony Parker better than
Tony Parker is better than John Stockton.
Swaggy.
If we just saying shit,
No. I'm not saying anything. No, the comparison between Jamal Murray and Tony.
what can John Stockton do better than Jamal Murray?
It's
But
not.
besides pass,
Facilitate.
No, I mean it's. I
Huh?
mean,
That's a good point.
besides
no,
pass,
I'm
can
talking
he
about-
score better? Can he shoot better?
no.
Dribble better?
Jamal Murray's a better scorer.
Yeah,
offensive
he's a
player.
better scorer, but he's not a better point guard than John Stockton. Now I'm
But
asking,
is he a better point guard than Tony Parker then?
who
Jamal Murray?
is Jamal Murray a better point guard than Tony Parker?
No.
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 No. No.
No.
He
Don't
does
even
better
say-
offensive things.
No.
No,
You
Like
can't
as
even
far
say
as
that.
like
So
shooting
yeah, so
and
yes.
shot making, but Tony get it done, man.
I don't know though because I mean
wanna go against
he's playing
the
with one of the
Celtics.
greatest.
You wanna argue
He's playing with one of the greatest bigs ever though. So it's kind of
He did too. John Stockton did too.
Jamal Murray. He's playing with one of the greatest bigs
So
ever.
is Tony Parker.
Right, he played with one of the greatest power forwards ever.
The greatest.
And he's still
The
averaging
greatest.
19.
Huh?
He was
Swaggy.
doing the same
16.
thing.
Quick break.
No, that's towards the end.
The chat said you have a championship game tonight. They are worried about you drinking wine before your game. They might make you sleepy. They want you at your peak. They want peak Swaggy P for your championship game. I'm just telling you the chat's concerns right
It's 1
now.
o'clock.
Chat,
Game at 8:30. So
okay, is that,
It's at
he has ample time to nap.
Yeah,
But yeah, John Stockton is better than Tony Parker as a point guard.
No, I thought we were just talking about game wise now. Like that's why I asked the question. Because you said Jamal Murray is better than like scoring, like he can shoot better than Tony Parker.
Yeah. I think if you just put Jamal Murray and Tony Parker on the court,
But
Jamal
John
Murray
Stockton would
busts
get killed
Tony
by
Parker's
both
ass.
of them, I feel like.
Who?
John Stockton. If you just roll the ball out.
John Stockton
He's
gonna get.
they'll both for kill John Stockton.
Yes.
I don't think.
But you
I
still
think
John-
John Stockton gonna have his numbers. He gonna have
He's
his
gonna
numbers.
have his number because of the system, though.
Yeah, so he's
We
gonna
all
have
talking
it.
about-
saying
they
one
all-
on one.
all
Coming
three-
down, boom, every
Are
time.
we talking
He's-
about one-on-one? Are we talking about?
No.
You
But
said
we're-
roll the
talking
ball
about
out.
system.
No. We're talking about they all play in systems. Like these are all point guards that play in systems.
Based
These
on
aren't guys that
Jamal
just.
Murray's performance last night in that system, 53 points. He's like, all right, man, how does Tony Parker match up to Jamal Murray
Four
based on?
championships
I mean,
in the system.
the Finals MVP. I get, but
Four
I'm saying if you
championships
put them
in the
out there.
system, though.
Okay, so if you put that Spurs team and you put Jamal Murray and them out there, what do you think Jamal Murray's numbers gonna be against them? Like that's what I'm saying.
think Tony
It
Parker-
depends on which Jamal Murray show up. That's why I said Tony was more
healthy.
consistent.
No,
I
both
say hell, it
even
ain't
healthy.
hell.
Both
He,
healthy.
look, Jamal
It ain't
give
hell.
us 0. He will give us fucking 7 points
Man.
and go fucking 2 for
Look at my
fucking
phone.
17.
I love my phone.
And then you
Look
got
at that
fucking Tony Parker who's gonna be
give him my
consistent. He gonna give
He
you
not going.
22.
But Tony Parker don't have to do it all the time, every night. Like he the same way kind of because he ain't doing it. He ain't doing that all night.
Well, Tim Duncan not giving you 40 and 50 and none of that other shit either. He not giving you
I like
a triple double
I like
like
Tony.
Joker is.
I like Tony Parker, but I think Chris Jackson better than Tony Parker.
Shout out Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
No, you know, I mean,
praise be.
Murray's solid, man. He's underrated, I think.
He is underrated, but it's
All NBA level this year, 25
I
and
don't
7
think
assists.
he all NBA.
25 and 7.
25 and 7 this year.
25 and 7.
Who would you push out? You would have to push some people out.
Third. I mean, he could go. He go third
Top
team.
15?
He go third team.
Top 15?
Yes, he
I
averaged
said.
25, and they winning.
There
You
will
don't
be
have
an
to push
opening
nobody
potential.
out.
K doesn't hit his game. I'm just saying it'll be a
Everybody you
trickle
pushed
up.
out is out already. Like Hamborough,
Who the
Jason
fuck is
Tatum?
Hamborough?
Hollenberg, whatever the
Hollenberg.
Bird, just something bird.
Bird, something, bro.
Bird.
He out. Jason Tatum out.
Yeah.
Those two got both.
So you
of them
pushing
was
Maxey out?
I think Maxey makes it. Oh.
I think Maxi's in regardless, right?
So you got Kawhi, Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Cade Cunningham.
K probably will not hit the 65 game minimum. So
That's fucked up.
So you got Steph's not making
No.
it.
Steph is not-
Steph's
not
making
eligible.
it. Damn, who is fucking eligible?
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray, baby.
But so one last thing we got to discuss before we
He might
get on
squeak-
about our
he
day.
might Squeak in there.
Shai, you brought this up a little bit ago. Jokic currently leading the league in assists at nearly 11 per game, but some are questioning if Joker is really out here dropping dimes like that. So let's take a look at this video. Twitter was buzzing after this clip drop, showing some of Jokic's credited assists against the Mavs.
Wait, that's an assist?
That's an assist.
With some claiming he was gifted them by the Nuggets scorekeeper. Now, this is nothing new, goes on around the league. We can go back and look at Stockton back in the day.
That's an assist, boy.
Some very friendly
Just
assists
so you
from
get
the
a
Jazz.
ball to a person at school.
But as you guys watch this,
That's an assist.
okay,
3 dribbles become an assist. We good.
let's take another look at this one right here. Oh, that's only 2, but step back bucket.
Nah, bro. I'm not rolling.
Damn.
Oh, nah, bro. That's an assist.
No.
They been taking a lot of LeBron's assists away based on shit like that.
Taking Tatum's rebounds too. Don't think I haven't noticed.
Don't they count the tip out as a rebound?
Sometimes, and other times they do not. Same tip out, in my opinion, does not get counted a rebound. It gets credit to the person who actually
That's
gained
crazy.
control of it.
That's crazy.
Not calling out any names, just letting y'all know. Sometimes these pick'ems do not be hitting as a result
They
of
do
that.
not be hitting, and we be seeing that shit. That's a rebound.
Y'all be denying the kids an opportunity to go to Dave and Buster's
Man,
as a
'cause
result.
that's what we be depending on, too.
Giannis not a all NBA this year.
He's not eligible.
Yeah, see, he for sure gonna make it.
Yeah, he can make it.
But y'all think Jokic, those assists, legit? Because a lot of people,
Nah.
obviously Nuggets fans feeling like the Jokic
Hell
haters are
no.
coming out of the woodwork.
Hell no.
So if we did the rollback of the tape, would a lot of his assists be based on that type of shit right there?
Mm-hmm.
Would they take a lot of the assists off that triple-double, averaging triple-double? Giving him a lot of that clout?
That's crazy.
But still
like-
23, 19, and
21. Almost a 20-20-20 game.
Who really watches Denver?
NBA fans, Swaggy. And Denver Nuggets.
See that?
they seeing it.
Okay.
You starting to watch them now, so.
We got our eyes on you, Jokic, and a Nuggets scorekeeper. Make sure.
But they did the same thing for Michael Jordan, though, right?
Of course.
What part?
Same thing. Steals, defense, everything. Blocks. They always do that, so that's nothing new. I remember sitting right here, Gil said the stat keeper at home would do more for you than when you're on the road, so.
They do show love.
Facts. That is facts.
Important.
At home, yeah. Them your boys.
Yeah.
Hey, man, listen, he gonna dribble twice today. Gonna give me that second dribble.
Make sure it counts. All right. Well, that was the last thing we had to discuss today. I appreciate y'all gentlemen holding it down here in the arena. It was
Why not
fairly
be
easy.
here next Thursday.
Yeah, I like
No
this
low
Thursday.
management.
Shit,
We hit our.
I can talk more. I can talk
Game
more this Thursday.
Yeah.
Talk more when it's less.
So you can get your shit off on this?
Yeah, I can
when
find-
you got a
yeah,
lot
I can
of
talk.
distractions?
I can talk.
This will be always free to talk here on the couch.
I know.
We love your perspective and
I know, but-
opinion.
I got my column number 2 out on rawrashad.com, so y'all can go check that out. Y'all know y'all don't read much. Ain't no audio books.
I was gonna
none
say
of
no
that
audio
shit.
version
audio.
of-
So it's for the intellectual niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Hopefully not a lot of big words in the
It's a
article.
lot of big words.
Okay.
I'm tapping into journalism right now.
So the championship game, I'm gonna probably go live to like Calabasas.
Swaggy, good luck tonight.
People want to come and see the GOAT. They can.
Community center?
Do it cost?
Calabasas Community.
I don't like the acoustics in there, Swag. I
How
suffer
much is
today.
the admission?
It's free.
It's free?
Yeah, it's free to watch
Ain't
me.
shit gonna be good if it's free.
I had a championship game there a couple weeks
That's right,
ago.
shit good for free, man. $5 at least, man.
First of all, it ain't starting on time.
it ain't starting.
That's for sure.
Because he
So,
don't even show
what
up
time
on
they
time.
Wait, hold on. What
The
time
game
they
at
start?
8:30.
Get there by
9:30.
8:50. 9 o'clock we
9:30
start. Refs, I need my money. Get paid. Where the
The
stick?
refs might be late.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I ain't got my $20. I ain't calling shit.
No,
No food.
Coming in, hey man, you don't
What's
want
up,
to. You want to
man?
dap
No
everybody.
Photo shoot.
Yeah, he wanna dap everybody.
It's only one game. It's us. So
I hope you don't have the janky ref. So I had a championship game there a few weeks ago.
Oh, so you already shoot. It's
With my
Calabasas.
kids. My kids. Team did not get it done. They played hard though.
The community, so you know where you didn't pass the ball at all. You shot it like 40 times. That's why we didn't make the
The
championship.
acoustics.
Nick, that
We
is.
made the championship
First of all,
once you got
first of all, that
once
is a.
he cut BJ, we made it.
So y'all cut him?
That's a lie.
Y'all Cam
We had
Thomas?
5 people on the team.
How the fuck BJ averaging 30 and you gonna cut him off the team? His attitude. He wasn't. He
I don't give a damn. I was there to get in shape anyway. Shit, pass me the ball.
I'm like,
I mean,
BJ.
no, he's a lie. He wouldn't even get past half court. It was 5 of us. It was 5
It's
people.
hard.
His boy
Why
Mike.
get past
his,
half court when he dribble up and shoot threes?
Before you even get down there.
his boy Mike that got shot in the ass had to play.
God
like this is what I'm
damn.
saying. Like this is what we talk.
He shot me in the ass.
Like we over here talking about why I'm taking all the shots, and he's showing up at the end of the first quarter talking about BJ.
I'm
Pass
getting
it.
Watch
right.
out.
You know why I'm getting right? You know what's coming up.
All right. Yeah.
You know why I'm getting right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Creator League, yeah.
Oh,
3 on 3.
shit.
2 on 2.
Creator League coming back.
Full court, yeah.
Wait, hold on. You going to the Creators League?
Oh, man, you already know.
I'm the defending champ. They invited
You
me
was
back.
dodging me? Yeah.
dodging.
See these?
Hey, yo, hey, no, y'all heard that? Hey, I'm getting back out there, Creators League. Yep.
Shout out to the Creators League.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Final Four,
everybody
Indiana. You'll
in
see
the
me out
chat.
there. And I'm
Shout out to
hooping.
everybody on this couch. This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. We'll see y'all next week.
You really going?